evening and welcome to the Heinz Arena, where it's the Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League presenting the Leamington Flyers hosting the Strathroy Rockets. Good evening, everybody. My name is Dominic Papa. Joining us, analyst Jamie McDermott. It's the next to last week of the regular season, so we're down to the nitty-gritty. Playoff positions are still being jockeyed for. While this game looks like maybe a little bit of a lopsided match on paper, Jamie, certainly Strathroy has a lot to fight for, as do the Leamington Flyers. This game has huge importance to both of these clubs.
Oh, no question, Dom. You know, the Flyers are trying to get back into first place, and the Strathroy, they're sitting down in the 6th or 7th spot right now. They can get all the way up to 4th, so this is a huge game for both hockey teams.
The Flyers, of course, coming off a big win last night at the Volmer Arena in LaSalle. They win 4-3 in overtime. A very exciting, a very physical game, Jamie. How tough for the guys to bounce back within 24 hours after a physical contest like that? Speaking of the Leamington Flyers.
No question. I think I spoke with Captain Dylan Segan here shortly before we went on air tonight, and him and along with the coaching staff they're gung-ho to get these guys pumped up to get themselves ready to play tonight. Again, they know the playoff implications at stake, so I think Leamington's going to come out ready to play.
Game number 47 for the Flyers here tonight, so they'll have 2 more after this. Their opponent, the Strathroy Rockets, as Jamie alluded to, 51 points coming into tonight's hockey game. They have a chance to move up to 4th place in the standings and get home ice advantage in the first round of the playoffs, so certainly something for this team to shoot for. What does Strathroy bring to the table, Jamie?
Well, home ice is huge for that team. They play in that little shoebox building there, and that's the brand of hockey they play. They may not be as effective in a big rink like they are tonight, but they need to get back to that small barn, and to do so, they're going to have to get up to 4th place so they can get home ice advantage.
All right, well, we'll see how they do here tonight. Speaking of a shoebox, our play-by-play team is in a shoebox tonight. Let's check in with Vince Liberti and Lee Jones and get their thoughts on tonight's game.
Thank you, Dom. Appreciate it very much. Hey, Lee, tonight's matchup's a very highly anticipated one on our end, mostly because this game tonight has huge playoff implications. Explain to the viewers a little bit more maybe how the matchup has huge playoff implications.
Like Jamie alluded to before, it's home ice advantage. Like they got a small arena, they play that way. We got the big one here. You can put 2 Strathroy arenas in this one right here, but you know, it's home ice. You get that 7th game, and you get the fans behind you, and you're not taking that 2.5-hour bus trip. That's a big. You know, you're at home. You're not getting arenas early. You're having a good meal at home. So, you know, home ice advantage does mean a lot.
All right, that's the view from up here, Dom. Back down to you.
Thanks a lot, Vince and Lee. We look forward to your call here tonight. It's going to be a good hockey game, no doubt about it. And let's take a look at some of the numbers, Jamie, before we get to the action here. Let's look at the standings of the Western Conference of the Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League. And you can see right at the top, the Leamington Flyers, LaSalle Vipers. That point last night that the Vipers gained was huge for them to send that game into overtime.
Yeah, no question. And I talked to Tony there before the game again tonight, and he wasn't real happy with us, Leamington, giving up a 3-1 lead going into the 3rd period. But like you say, they ended up coming out with the win and basically saved themselves a shot at getting 1st place back. So as much as it was a hindrance, they got that extra point, and they got to run the table now to see what they can do.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at Chatham with 62 points. Going to be tough for them to catch those 2 teams with the number of games available. London is in a battle for that 4th and 5th spot, and this is what we were talking about with Strathroy, Jamie. You look at Strathroy, 51 points, 3 points behind London. Going to be tough for them, but just the same, they have a chance.
Oh, no question. London, Sarnia, and Strathroy are all battling for that spot, and they all want home ice advantage. Every one of those teams has a rink that they're used to playing in. London with the big ice service. Sarnia, they got a smaller rink like Strathroy, and the home comfort confines of those little rinks is what those 2 teams are looking to get.
And the playoffs don't stop there. The races don't stop there, folks. You go right down to the bottom of the list, and that 8th and final spot being contested for with Lambton and St. Mary's, 2 points separating them, Jamie. One of those teams is going to be looking out after the season's done.
No, exactly, and I think they got one more game against each other, and then Lambton faces the Leamington Flyers the last 2 games of the regular season. So Leamington, as much as they're battling for 1st place, they're going to be up against a tough opponent in Lambton, who's going to be battling for that last playoff spot.
So that sets up the standings, and that sets up our game here tonight. We're going to take a timeout here at the Heinz Arena. When we do come back, we'll have Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League action right here on we-tv.ca. The opening face-off right after this messages.
This is our town. There's nowhere else quite like it. It's a strong town, A resilient town, the kind that takes its knocks and always bounces back. This is our team. It's a tough team, a hard-working team. And like our town, it takes everything you throw at it and keeps coming back for more. There's no other town quite like Windsor. And there's no hockey like Spitfires hockey.
Aboriginal youth have a desire to create, learn, and grow.
No computer, no future.
One laptop, one child at a time, one simple gesture.
Give a kid a chance.
Let's help give them the tools to succeed.
Let's buy a child a laptop.
Do yourself a favor. Go online, check it out.
I got a laptop!
Find out how you can help. Visit the website today.
A beautiful rendition of O Canada here at Heinz Arena. We welcome all of you to we-tv.ca's broadcast of the Leamington Flyers and the Strathroy Rockets downtown here in downtown Leamington. Tonight's matchup, Lee, should be a fantastic view for our viewers here.
Oh, for sure. Essex needs, Leamington, they got a little revenge. They lost the other night in Strathroy.
Our starting goaltenders for tonight's matchup. For Strathroy, sporting a 13-7-0-1 run record, Tienan Lozier. And on the other side of the ice, the Leamington Flyers, you'll see Trevor Wheaton sporting a solid 13-7-0 record for the Flyers.
Tonight's referees, Vince, Ryan Reno and Brad Potter, and a veteran linesman in Sean Sampson, Kyle Booker. Sean's been around this league for a long time.
And we're underway here, first period action live at Heinz Arena. Shot from the point comes from the Rockets, steered aside nicely by Whedon. Flyers are able to play it behind their net, and they're able to break out. To centers Robinson over the blue line. We'll throw it on net. Puck bumps into the chest. And already we're seeing the physicality after the whistle here, T.
Yeah, that's Dylan Segan there. That's his game. He gets his nose everywhere. That's what we need, and that's what the Flyers are looking for, some gritty play.
It should be very physical tonight. Both teams, like we mentioned in the pregame, battling for playoff positioning. Points at stake. Every shift matters. The draw is won by the Flyers. Amonte's on the ice here with Oblinger. Monte goes cross ice, finds Chevalier. He'll throw the puck on net. That's steered aside as the puck's played into the front. Kelsey on net, deflected in front, just wide as the puck squirts into the corner, giving chase is Scott. Just outside it squirts. Leamington's able to bring it in. Monte, shot on goal, left pad, save.
Monte last night, he had one heck of a game. He was all over. He had some great chances.
Puck stumped in by the Rockets. Leamington picks up behind their own net. Monte, he's able to get it up to center where Mayo will collect it and dump it right back in. Oh, puck takes a very big hop off the end boards. Luckily, no Rockets around.
Yeah, Leamington's, they've got off to a good start right now after they had a big game last night, and I think Tony, that's what he's looking for, a good fast start, get some scoring chances right off the bat.
Flyers break in, Dalby has it now, goes into the near corner, fends off his check, Friesen, the draft pick of the Kitchener Rangers, able to get over to Quick. He'll go below the goal line, puck squirts out in front. Puck's held in nicely by Muzzin, sporting the green laces tonight. Puck comes out the center, and the Rockets are able to dump it in. 17:50 remaining here in the opening period. Muzzin gets up into center, down deep goes Dalby. Lozier gives it away behind the net. Quick throws it across ice. Can't find his man behind the net. And the bodies are flying early on here at Heinz Arena. Greneau holds it in. He takes a check. He's able to stay on his feet. He pinches nicely. Puck comes up the center. Alkins for the Rockets gives chase.
We got young Eric Henderson up with us. Played midget major this year for Sun County. He's going to be one of the top draft choices in the O this year, a local draft choice. So he'll be one of the high guys for this area. He played a very good game last night. You know, he stuck his nose in when he had to, and he is really. I know Coach Prosky was very happy the way he played.
Draws one by the Rockets, shot. It goes off the back of the knee of Spitaleri. He's hobbling, and we're gonna get our first penalty of the game here. Is down to the ice is Dylan Segan, and he's just getting up now. Reno has a penalty call here, and with 16:41 remaining in the first period, we're gonna have our first power play.
Yeah, this is where we got to get going right here. The Leamington Flyers, if they can get a goal right here, that would be big.
We're gonna get a high sticking penalty here.
A 4-minute.
Oh, double minor. Must have drew blood there, Lee.
Yeah.
Well, a big advantage right now for the Leamington Flyers, looking to get on the board here early. And they're going to put on some offensive weapons with Oblinger, Segan, Scott, Amante, and Spitaleri.
Yeah, Tony's got all 5 forwards out there again.
It's worked from him in the past. This even work here as Oblinger throws to Segan. Shot on goal. Good save there by Lozing.
Yeah, Leamington's got to look for rebounds. The Strathroy goaltender looks like he's giving out a lot of rebounds, so they got to get ready for him.
Oblinger regroups the troops. He breaks it out. Oh, gives a puck up. Walks in. Shot. Oh, he's hooked. No penalty on the play. As Oblinger is able to recover and keep Durite off the scoreboard.
Yeah, Nate's got to give that up a little quicker there. He's the last guy, so he's got to get it to somebody.
Pass is broken up at center, dumped right in. And here's Trevor Wheaton giving the puck right back to the Rockets. A miscommunication on the pass. Right now, the Leamington Flyers looks a little discombobulated. Spitaleri breaks in over center. Has Segan and Scott with him. Spitaleri down to Segan. Oblinger back to Segan. Tries to go down low. Puck's played in front. Scramble. Played out to center. Amante has it now as he tries to slow things down. Spitaleri along the half boards. A minute 15 gone here in the power play. just able to hold it in his Oblinger. He gives it away, and here's a break for the Rockets. On his horse, though, is Scott, and he's able to come back and break it up. And the Flyers here are going to look to try to play a little transition hockey as Seguin makes one move, goes to the outside and pulls up to the half boards and gives the puck right back to McGee. Shot on goal, save. Rebound, it's loose. Gillick can find it. Lazier's down, and the puck able to squeak out between the two defensemen, McGee and Amante, who's playing on the back end here on the power play. Squeaks between the two, but Amante's able to gather it up.
That was about Leamington's best scoring chance right there. They've there's only a minute 55 left in the second part of this penalty, so hopefully they get something here.
Dalby finds Amante. Amante gets around his check. Gets him over to the middle part of the ice. Holds it back up, drop pass to Dalby, looking for freeze inside of the goal. Can't connect. Puck played to the left side of Lazier. Comes back out to Amante. He's on the offhand, so it goes to his backhand. Puck played to the top of the circle and down the ice as Sean Grogan clears it for the Rockets. Buck 25 remaining in the power play for the Flyers. Here's Robertson, breaks in over the blue line. He's got one man all over. Rockets clear to the corner now, out to the point. Dalby down low. Friesen, cross ice, finds Muzzin, shot wide. Check that, McGee. Robertson, point. Wrist shot on it, deflected wide. Dalby was on the doorstep, couldn't put it home. And now here's a one-on-one situation. Here's Boyer. Gets off a weak shot that's blocked. And once again, the Leamington Flyers regroup in their own zone. Pass to Seguin. It's taken by McGee. It hits the official. Oh, that's going to leave a mark as Sampson's grimacing after that one.
All the years he's been in the league, he's got hit more than once.
Here's Muzzin to Seguin. Cross ice. Pass is deflected away. 15. Check that. Seguin has at the half boards. Find Muzzin. Cross ice. Shot, drag, Payshard can't get a shot on goal. And that'll about do it for the power play for the Leamington Flyers, as they really could only muster up maybe two decent scoring chances the whole time.
Yeah, I think Leamington tried to get a little too fancy through that whole thing, instead of getting pucks in the net and getting traffic in front of the goaltender.
And with that, and I saved there by Trevor Whedon.
Yeah, this is Trevor's back now from the London Knights. He was up there for about a month. The London Knight goalie, one of them got hurt there. So this is his second game back with us. The second game he's played, I should say, since he's been back. So he's going to get himself going, and he's a very, very big part of this team.
That puck's shot and deflected out of play, and 12:23 remaining here. We saw earlier in the contest, the bodies were flying early on, a very physical matchup, and it's cooled down a little bit. What do you need here from, you got to see Strathroy, you can kind of pick it up here, right?
Oh, yeah. Like we talked about earlier in the game, or earlier before the game there, this is a different arena for Strathroy. They're built for their barn, which is very small, so they're not going to be a real physical team in this rink because it is so big.
Puck is dumped in, and as you say, the physicality part, the Rockets throw two big hits there. 12:08 remaining as Boyer dumps in, and he picks up his own rebound behind his net. He's got Dalton with him. Picked up by Field. Shot from the point. Oh, great save, Whedon. Whedon with an amazing save going cross ice. Absolutely robs Dalton on the doorstep.
Yeah, that way I come across the ice nice there.
700 strong here at Heinz Arena. Loving that save. And with 11:40 to go, we're still tied at zeros. Monte gets the puck in. Oblinger's able to hold it in. It's not in. Still at the top of the blue line as Allen, Robertson, a mix of players. Amante shot on goal just wide. Amante off a broken play is able to scoop up a loose puck. Almost pots it for his first of the game here. Quick dump by Amante on the tip. Allen gives chase.
This is what Leamington's got to do. They got to get the puck deep and with their speed, get on the Strathroy defense quick.
Puck's at center. Quicks has it now. Quick with a shot. Just whistles wide as Lazier might have looked like a missed time that one. Shot on goal. Score! Allen from the slot. Running on the spot, and with 10:55, Flyers find themselves up 1-0.
That, Cody Quick, that was all, or Kyle Quick, he did a great job. Got it deep, was the first man on it, come around the net, and Cale Allen sitting right in the top slot there. Look at him, he's out for the puck. Perfect.
Looked like Lazier there might have had his stick caught up on the net. Hey, the Flyers will take it though. It's 1-0. Oh, this game's starting to get a little physical. Hey, you can tell the playoffs are right around the corner, Lee.
Yeah, Quickie last night, LaSalle, I thought he had probably one of his best games of the year. He played his game, he played physical, had some big open ice hits.
Dalby throws a hit behind the net. He's able to keep the puck in along the near boards. It's now down below the goal line. Puck comes out the center and dumped in by the Rockets. Grogan gives chase. Coleman's with him, but it's Dalby who picks it up. Throws it hip high across ice. Quick has it now down low. Friesen avoiding a high hit there. And Van Boekel looked like he would have gone head hunting, but here come the Rockets. Grogan pulls up, tries to go cross ice, finds Mayo.
Dalby's got to get his stick. He's no good without one, especially in the defensive zone. There he goes.
Finally picks it up, and Muzzin gets it over to Dalby. He'll dump it in. Seguin giving chase on De Silva, the captain. Puck's at the Flyers blue line. That'll be offside. 9:41 remaining. It's the Flyers up 1 over the Rockets here on we-tv.ca.
Yeah, Dylan Seguin last night, of course, played for the LaSalle Vipers the last 3-4 years. He's now with Leamington Flyer, but he was unbelievable. He was all over the ice, making contacts everywhere, making plays.
We got a whistle here again. We got the offside at the line. Puck squirts out. 9:31 remaining. And so far, so good for the Leamington Flyers. You really can't complain. You should have a few more scoring chances.
Weedy, he made a big save there. And Flyers come back and score a goal. That's playoff hockey. That's what's going to win championships and everything else. It starts right with the goaltending. And we're very fortunate to have 2 great goaltenders.
Momentum is definitely huge here as the Leamington Flyers try to swing it in their favor. Spitaleri, puck comes out to the front of the net.
Yeah, the hero last night, Tony Spitaleri. He sat in the penalty box pretty well. Half the third period, he got 2 and a 10.
Oh boy!
But come out in overtime and scored a big goal.
Huge for the Leamington Flyers. 8:56 remaining here in the opening period. Oh, shot there by Spitaleri, and the Rockets are wondering where the call's at.
Oh, yeah, that was against Nick Boyer there. He's been around this league. He's going to Mercyhurst next year, Division I school. So good for him.
Obviously, you know Mercyhurst, the same school that our Olympian Megan Augusta attended.
Yes. Okay. With Mr. Boyer out there, you got to keep your head up. He'll let you know he's around.
Finishes his check.
Yes, he does.
Player he is.
Especially he gets in that small rink at Strathroy.
Puck comes out the center. There come the Rockets. Bumped off the puck. Goes to the corner. McGee. Over to Robinson. Here's Amante. Tries to look for a pass over Oblinger. Can't connect, though. Robertson. Finds Oblinger in full stride. He gives a little chip into the attacking zone. He goes in after it. Van Boekel tries to staple Oblinger to the boards. The Rockets come out with it.
That's a nice play on Scotty, getting back, getting behind the defense and letting him step up, and he retrieves the puck. That's what hockey's about right there.
Here's Muzzin. Tips it in. Heads up. Oh, boy. That's just instincts right there, folks. I apologize. Thought the puck was going out of play. Got to watch out for the fans here.
Yeah, we got a good crowd tonight. Well, it's South Point Minor Hockey Day, so I guess there's a lot of future Leamington Flyers out here watching tonight.
Hey, never too early to start scouting them right there, Lee. Puck's dumped in. Here's Wheaton. Oh, puck hits a stanchion, bounce out front, but it's able to get by De Silva. Backtrack.
There's a nice play right there on Eric Henderson, you know, finishing his checks.
Anderson going without the name on the jersey as De Silva shot on goal. Wheaton's able to find the puck through traffic and cover it up.
Yeah, that's a great play by Wheaty there. He got right out front of that blue paint, got in front of guys. He's seen the puck coming.
6:44 remaining here in the opening period. The Flyers still hold a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, the first period's going to be big for Leamington. Really, both teams fighting for it. You know, Leamington's going to get their legs. They had a tough game last night, so they're looking for a good first period.
Draws one by the Rockets, dumped in by LeBerge. Puck squirts in between. A whistle goes. The puck does not squirt in as Wheaton's able to keep his left foot to the post.
Yeah, that's the second one that's come off the boards. A little weird there, so he's got to keep that in mind.
Yeah, I'd be a little more aware for sure. 100%. As that's Lee Jones of the color commentary. I'm Vincenzo Liberti. Glad to have you along here on we-tv.ca. Again, as the puck squirts the front of the net, Wheaton is able to get it out, and the Flyers break out. Puck comes out the center. Robertson over to McGee.
That was a nice heads-up pass by McGee.
Here's Friesen, breaks in, a little backhand saucer pass. Puck scrambled left shot off the side of the net. As Quick is able to get a stick on it, and the Flyers are buzzing. Pinching in's Robertson. He gets into the half boards. It stays up on top of the dash. One move by Robertson. Does it twice. Goes to the backhand. Pad save by Lazier. Rebound Friesen. Shot. Another save by Lazier. Oh, Lazier right now is putting on a clinic. Oh, deflected. Goes over to the stick of Dalby. Oh, and the Flyers are buzzing right now. Quick. Dalby.
It's going to be a goaltending duel tonight.
Fans definitely getting their money's worth here as the puck's able to be lifted out the center and down into the Flyers zone. 5:35 remaining. Puck's dumped in by Kelsey. Off the end boards again. Maybe it's a little colder in here, I'm not too sure, but a puck gets by Kelsey. Boyer giving chase. Boyer ends up with the puck. Finds Sander at the point. He's able to corral it. Quick shot on edge, deflected by Segan.
That was a nice job by Dylan getting the lane of the shot and blocking it.
Chevalier able to get it out. Boyer bringing it right back in. Teams are playing between the blue lines right now. Another big hit there by Spitaleri. He's throwing his weight around here early. And then Wheaton's able to grab the puck out of midair and finally get a whistle here. And 5:55 remaining. Flyers still up one.
Yeah, it's a quick period. It's going end to end. Both goaltenders are making some great saves, keeping both teams, keeping their teams in the game.
Got the draw to the right of Trevor Wheaton. Hawkins loses that one to Scott. Muzzin all over by Wilson Foote. Oblinger brings down his man. Puck comes up the center. Here's Amante. One move. Oh, leaves his man shaking and baking. Bad save, Lazier. Amante made a nice move. Lazier made an even better save. Puck comes down to the Leamington end behind the net of Wheaton. Here's Bayshard. Oh, Bayshard fans on the clearing attempt. Puck's in the feet of Durate. Durate calls for a shot from the slot. Pad save. Wheaton won. Puck squirts wide. Open cage. Wheaton's able to recover. Goaltending duel here thus far at Heinz Arena. Puck comes cross ice. Shot on goal. Oh, goes wide. Puck comes out of the front of the net.
Leamington's got to get a whistle here. Here we go. They're gonna get it out of the end there right now.
And we're gonna change there as the puck goes into the Strathroy line. Amante still has it. He's stick handling into the phone booth and still has control.
Looks like he's got a magnet.
Oh boy. channeling his inner Pavel Datsyuk as he's finally able to go off for a change. Puck comes to the line, held in. Oh, stick comes up, and we're gonna get a penalty here as McGee got his stick up. It looks like it might have been here on Coleman. And with 3:16 remaining, the Rockets are going to get their first power play of the game.
Yeah, it's Strathroy's power play. They're 14th in the whole Junior B league, so they're in the middle of the pack. So that's it's going to be interesting. With I think Leamington's 12, so it's going to be they're pretty even both ways.
McGee tries to plead his case to the official, but official's saying you hit him in the face with a stick. There's nothing I really can do. No. Pretty straightforward here. And the Flyers will be on the first penalty kick, and down goes Sampson again, having a rough night early on here. Puck goes in front of the net. Oh, we got scrambly action here. Held in nicely. Grogan and the Leamington Flyers are finally able to clear it.
I think Sampson, he's taken more hits tonight than some of the players already.
Rockets regroup behind their own net. Baker makes one move, now a second, throws the puck to the center of the ice, backhand shot, Wheaton covers it up. The fans letting them know their appreciation.
Like we talked a little earlier, this is going to be a goaltending duel for tonight.
As we see Muzzin coming on with the lime green skates, that's in honor of the late Kevin Siddle, who lost his battle to cancer earlier this week.
Yeah, the whole team had him on last week, which the team did that. It wasn't the management or managers or anything else like that.
Scott with the shot on goal, goes wide, tries to pick up his rebound, but it's deflected. Out to center it comes. Here's a one-on-one opportunity. Van Boekel tries to make a move. Can't do much with it. This puck comes up the center. 1 minute to go in the power play for the Rockets. Grogan gets around one man, tries to give it to Barry Muzzin, can't do it. Sander holds it in. Puck down low to Durante. Shot from the top of the circle, pat save, Whedon. Shot came from Grogan, pat save. And now the Rockets are buzzing. Shot doesn't get to the net. Segan's able to grab it, lift it up, and down the ice.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about the Green Laces with Kevin. So that's just a sporting community, all getting together and, really support one another.
Boyer picks the puck up, blows by a Flyer. Gets it out to the point. Finds Mayo. Mayo shoots it wide, bounces off the end boards, finds Boyer. Boyer shakes his man. He's able to get to the goal line. The penalty's about to expire. Shot from the point is blocked. Back to even strength are both teams as McGee comes out of the box. Mayo with a drive. Oh, great block by McGee.
Yeah, the bench really appreciates that.
Shot from the point, swallowed up by Whedon.
Yeah, you want to get
minute 2 remaining here in the opening period.
You want to get respect from your teammates. You start blocking shots, at this time of the year and in the playoffs. That goes a long way.
We talked about it a little bit last game, how all the small things add up to big things, and how great coaches over the years always say you got to win your shift to win the period. Win the period, you win games.
That's right.
And that's how you win a shift.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of games are won along the boards.
LaBerge gets across ice. We got a less than a minute remaining here in the opening period. Flyers in, Rockets. Puck comes out, and Sampson with the hawk eye blows the whistle.
He's been knocked down a couple times, but looks like his eyes are all right. He's been hit a couple times pretty hard so far tonight.
Good jump by the Leamington Flyers, though. They played a game last night, and you think back-to-back games might slow a team down, but the Leamington Flyers seem to have some pace to their game.
Yeah, they're playing pretty well right now. They played LaSalle for first place, and it's a rivalry. Both teams are only a couple miles away from each other, so they ought to get their emotions in check for tonight and get ready.
Puck's played to the Strathroy blue line, now at the center. Puck stumped in. Half a minute remaining here in the opening period. Heinz Arena is our location, and we're going to have a penalty here.
Well, somebody's getting a bench minor.
I'm not too sure what this is for. gonna check here with the officials, see what it is. We got one guy down on the bench for the Strathroy Rockets in 25 seconds, and we're gonna get a penalty here to the Strathroy Rockets. They're getting a 2-minute minor.
It's too many men.
I don't know what the indication is here. I missed it by Potter, who had the call. Check that. Yeah, it was Potter.
Yeah.
And right now we have there's a conversation between the head coach of the Strathroy Rockets, and the coach doesn't seem too happy right now.
No, Ryan's explaining what happened. We're gonna have to hear the call. We're not too sure what happened there.
And the door's still open. No one's occupied the penalty box seat
here
just
comes
yet.
Somebody right now.
It'll look like it'll be served. Who's that? Elkins, number 17, will serve the 2-minute minor here. So a little luck here by the Leamington Flyers. They're going to get about $1.35 to work with in the opening period, some fresh ice. And for those 5 skilled forwards, might work out quite well as the puck is dumped the length of the ice right off the draw.
You know, the Strathroy coach, he's going to be pretty happy the way his team come out for the first period, too, on the road.
Amante out to center. 10 seconds to go here in the opening period. Amante has it again. He'll go cross ice. One last chance and rush. Shot from the top of the circle. Whistles wide. Amonte's got 2 seconds. Shot on goes deflected.
Oh.
And Segan took a pretty big shot there. Snapping the head back. But the horn goes, and after 1 period of play, it's Leamington Flyers 1, the Strathroy Rockets 0.
Yeah, it was a pretty even period, I think. Both teams had scoring chances, but Strathroy goalie, Flyer goalie, they both come up with some big saves and kept this just a 1-goal game.
The Leamington Flyers are going to have the fortunes of working with $1.35 on the power play. They're going to have a fresh sheet of ice to work with there. But your thoughts on the opening period, Lee? You got to think the Leamington Flyers played last night. They they played the LaSalle Vipers, and obviously those two are battling for the division title. And Strathroy Rockets trying to move up into that 4th place spot we alluded to earlier in the pregame. This game so far has everything we've asked for. It's been physical. There's been some scoring chances. The goalies have been playing great. But if you're Leamington Flyers, are you worried at all that maybe that the 2nd and 3rd period might be your demise and the fact that you might get tired out?
No, I don't think so. These guys are all in good shape. They're all in the gyms all the time. They got, I imagine Tony's going to be in on that chalkboard for a little bit between periods here and explaining on this minute 35 on the power play. Both teams come out to play. Like we said, home ice advantage is going to be big.
Hey, you know what? He said it, as you said it, Lee. You said it best, Lee. And we're going to go take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to have Dom doing a little interview between the intermissions. We'll be right back.
My name is Chris Cosempo. I'm the parts manager here at Gus Revenberg Kia. Generally, the big misconception is you don't need winter tires here in the extreme south of Canada, but some of the freak times like we're having right now, it is very necessary, and we've got evidence today of a vehicle that did not have it and incurred some damage. Typically, you see a lot of suspension issues, steering component concerns, as well as rims and tires that can be damaged as a result of either curb hitting and even some body damage if the curbs are too high. Suspension and steering components can be damaged in the impact, and the result is a rather large bill. The vehicle that we have on display today didn't have the amount of damage that a lot of the vehicles have, but still you've got a bill probably in excess of $1,000. When you reach a temperature of 7 degrees Celsius or below, you get to the point where the rubber compounds are different between, say, an all-season tire and a winter tire. All-season tires are meant to be driven on temperatures above that 7 degrees Celsius point, where the winter tire helps below those temperatures. In fact, it helps your braking, it helps your acceleration ability, and it basically helps in a slide situation, provides more grip. We typically start out at about the $750 to $800 range. That's for winter tires. And if you want rims, we start out just below $900 and work our way up depending on the size. For that kind of money and for the amount of time you can use them through the seasons, it's definitely worth saving your vehicle.
Back to Heinz Arena, the site of Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League action here on we-tv.ca. We kick into our first intermission. The Leamington Flyers leading the Strathroy Rockets 1-0. Very special guest in attendance here tonight. His roots basically came from the Windsor and Essex County area. Spent a number of years in the NHL with the Carolina Hurricanes as the head equipment manager. No stranger to a lot of hockey people, a lot of sports people from this area. Wally Tadimer's in the house with us tonight, and welcome back to the area, Wally.
Oh, thank you very much. It's it's a pleasure to be here and see this arena that is almost like brand new from when I played at the old one. I'm born and raised here in Leamington, so it's kind of nice to see a lot of the people.
Yeah, you would remember the one on the old fairgrounds, right?
Oh yeah, I sure do. I've had many a days there.
Let's talk about your reason for being here. You're here, I'm sure, to see a few family members and friends, but also for some business.
Yeah, I retired in 2012, and I kind of run my own company, Pro Skate Balance. We at Pro Skate Balance, we do a lot of the NHL players. We do 172 guys in the NHL plus 12 goalies. We design and make steel for them, like Cole, Whitney, Getzlaff, Ilias. I do all Crosby. I do a lot of guys. So that's basically what I want to do, kind of retire. I sit on a couple boards, for one for Graph Canada, one for Takala, on helping them design. You know, we're building balancing machines right now. Every team that's in the NHL right now in first place has either one or two of my machines.
Of course, nothing but first place, right?
Well, yeah, like so. I mean, you know, for me it's great, you know, because we basically we haven't gone retail, but that's our goal is to make sure that we can put a machine out there that they're going to be able to do it, sharpen skates, balance all at once, and the angle of deviation will be within a quarter of a thou.
Well, it's like everything else, I think, from the NHL standpoint. You've been around it pretty much your whole life, Wally. Equipment has become such a vital part of it, and the skate itself, the evolution of the skate over the years, how it's changed, and players are just extremely fussy with that part of the equipment.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, I started playing hockey and sharpening skates in '67 in Leamington. A guy by the name of Don Toll showed me how to. And I'll tell you, the technology then and now, oh, it's far superior. You know, but you have to have an open mind. You have to figure things out, and you can get better performance. I always tell people, you know, nobody balanced tires until after the Second World War. But you can always get from point A to point B. But you know what? If you balance them and you fix them up right, your performance will be better. You'll have less fatigue, and you'll have a better edge. So, I mean, yeah, the technology's there. You just have to use it. And in the NHL, we don't have any problems because everybody knows me there. So, you know, they know that I'm trying to do a job to make the players better.
How much of the speed of the game has factored into the evolution of the skate, Wally?
Oh, you know, there's lots. I mean, you know, everything, you know, is made by what is on the bottom of the blade. And I can tell you a little story. Sammy Kapanen played for us in 2002 when we went to the Stanley Cup final, and he won 2 races in the NHL. We beat, and by hundredths of a second. And his skates were balanced, and he wanted to put as much blade on the ice as possible. And at one point, I really didn't think that he could handle it, but he could. So I was the one that was wrong, and he was right. But the skates are so phenomenal to this day, is unbelievable. It's way, way better than the old days, you know, when you wore the 627 Windwell or you wore the old tack skate, which were good then, you know, in those days.
You're making fun of my skates, Wally.
No, I know. That's what I wore.
Talk to me about your years with Carolina. I mean, what a great run they had there. Of course, you have an incredible relationship with Jimmy Rutherford, Peter Carmanos, the owner there. You have a Stanley Cup ring from all of that. How gratifying was all of that for you? And when you look back on it, does it hit you in any way that, boy, this was an unbelievable part of my life?
You know what? Growing up in Leamington, playing at the old rink, walking from Robinson Road all the way up to the arena every Saturday to play hockey. All you ever wanted to do was play hockey, win the Stanley Cup, because that was a Canadian thing. And, you know, it wasn't good enough to play in the NHL. But you know what? Found another way to get there and won a cup. So I can remember when we won the cup that night in Raleigh. I sat in the dressing room after everything was gone for 3 hours. And let me tell you, the room was trashed. I was not a happy camper. And I remember my wife saying to me, you got to just relax and take it easy. And I just sat there and thought about all the days in my lifetime, what I'd done to get there. So, I mean, gratifying, very. I mean, the Carmanis family, Jimmy Rutherford, that organization, I cannot say enough great things about them. I mean, I started with Jimmy in Detroit in '78. I started with Carmanis family in '83, and I left in 2012. I know they weren't too happy when I left, but I just wanted to do something else. You know, I guess maybe I didn't want to work those 21-hour days anymore.
Yeah, and you know what? You say that, well, and that's true. I mean, again, you're one of those guys that's behind the scenes. You don't get any of the publicity. You don't get any of the pats on the backs. Maybe from the players, but certainly not the public, not anybody else. And it's a vital part to a hockey club's success.
Yeah. Good equipment managers make good teams, you know, and it takes, you have to be the best and work with the players. And, you know, there's always lots of stories, you know, we can tell you. I can remember.
Some of them we can't talk about here, though.
Yeah, we can't talk about all of them. But I know we played Game 7 in Jersey, and it was a minute and we just tied it up. And it was like a minute 23 left in the game. And Stalzy was yelling at me at the end of the bench. He says, I got a bad wheel, Wall. I got a bad wheel. Fix it up the best you can. So I you know, I'm down there working on it. I gotta go. So he jumps on the ice. Picketing gives him the puck, goes in and scores. What a hell of a feeling that was. You know, does everybody know that? No. You know.
You didn't even get an assist on that,
no,
did you?
Not one.
I can't believe that. Got to get those things on the score sheet. Hey, Wally, great to have you back here at home. Enjoy the short stay. I know you're only here for a bit. Make sure you get back to see us, though, and congratulations on everything. And you've represented our area extremely well, and we're very happy for you.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Wally Tadamir, of course. Pro Skate Balance is his business. Check it out on the website, okay? We're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll get our analyst back with us, Jamie McDermott. We'll recap the first period of action. You're watching the Great Ontario Junior Hockey League on we-tv.ca.
Potential. Potential is the mind's right to imagine, the body's right to move, the soul's right to believe in itself. At the YMCA, we believe potential is every kid's right, every kid's advantage, every kid's secret weapon. Theirs to explore and expand every time they show up. That's why the Y says to all kids, and about all kids, bring 'em on. Whatever the age, whatever the stage, the shy ones, the eager ones, freckled or not, alone or together. Born here, born there, born anywhere. The Y is a place to feel they belong, connected and accepted. Because the one thing about potential is you don't want it to just stay potential. You want it to become everything it can be in every kid. We never met a kid whose potential we couldn't see.
Welcome back to the Heinz Arena, the site of Leamington Flyer hockey here on we-tv.ca. The Flyers and the Strathroy Rockets doing battle. My name's Dominic Papa, joining us, analyst Jamie McDermott. 20 minutes complete here between the Flyers and the Rockets, and Leamington leads at 1-0. Before we get to the scoring summary, Jamie, your assessment of that first period.
Well, I think Leamington come out a little slow like they did last night. We're fortunate to jump out to the 1-goal lead, and I think they're going to have to shore up their own end of the ice, play a little better defense, get open for one another so you get the pucks out, get the pucks in deep, get some traffic in front of the goaltender, get some shots.
Does last night's game carry over into a little bit here tonight, Jamie, you think?
Yeah, I would imagine some of the guys are a little tired after last night. I mean, that was probably the biggest game of the year for Leamington up to this point. So they were probably a little mentally drained. Hopefully they're getting themselves together to get ready to come out and show what they did last night in the second period.
Good to see Cale Allen putting one in the back of the net. I know he's a first-year guy, but anytime a guy like that can chip in, the young Henderson kid drew an assist. Kyle Quick gets the other one. There's your scoring summary, but nice to see that third or fourth line contribute.
No, for sure. It takes a little pressure off the top line. The guys like the Segans and the Spittleraries that carry most of the load for this team. When the third and fourth lines can chip in with some goals, that's real big.
Okay. Strathroy Rockets, anything out of them in that first period, Jamie, that you saw that maybe caught you off guard a little bit?
No, not really. They're a feisty hockey team, and that's, you know, they brought that the first period. That may have been a little contribution to taking Leamington off their game a little bit, but that's the way Strathroy plays, and for them to be successful, they got to continue to play that way.
All right. Let's talk about this first period, some of the numbers, how it looked in that first period, as indeed it was Cale Allen scoring his fourth goal of the season for the Flyers. Kyle Quick and Eric Henderson drawing the assist. The goal came at 9:06 of the period. 1-0 Leamington after 20 minutes of play. Shots on goal in that period. It saw Strathroy actually out shooting the Leamington Flyers. Strathroy with 12 shots. Leamington fires 11 shots at the Rockets net. On the power play, Strathroy 0 for 1. Here's an interesting stat already. The Flyers are 0 for 2 on the power play. They'll still continue to work on their third power play to start the second period. They'll have a man advantage for another minute and 35 seconds. So one area I think Tony Porosky, I'm sure, is talking about a little bit, Jamie, is maybe the power play.
Yeah, for sure. And I think Leamington was having a little trouble getting out of their own zone on the power play. I think they got to do a better job breaking out, and then when they get down the other end, they can set up and put their power play to work.
All right, we're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll check the out-of-town scoreboard. We're tracking one other Western Conference game, also 2 OHL games for you. We'll get you updates on that, and we'll come back for second period action. You're watching the Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League here on we-tv.ca.
A few years ago, a homeless man died on the steps of this church. Think about it, a homeless man on the steps of the church. So close to home, and yet so far away. I don't know what that man's belief in God was, but I know what God's belief in that man was. Jesus loved the world so much that he came and laid down his life. And he calls us as his church to do the same, to come into our world and lay down our lives in acts of love and service to the most vulnerable and also to our neighbors, to love our neighbors ourselves. On Saturday, June 7th, 2014, churches from across Western Ontario will be converging upon our city to do multiple expressions of kindness and community work, and you can be a part of it. Your church can bring a team and have an exciting day of outreach as we share the love of Jesus in practical ways all across our city. Will you come and be a part of it with us? God loves Windsor, and he calls us to love our city as well.
We're just finishing up our first intermission here at the Heinz Arena. Welcome back to we-tv.ca's presentation of Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League action. Dominic Papa along with Jamie McDermott. Our first intermission concluding here before we get back to the action of second period between the Flyers and the Strathroy Rockets. 3 games that we're tracking for you tonight. One other game here in the Western Conference at the Junior B level. An interesting battle, Jamie, no doubt about it, and a very important game. It has the Chatham Maroons taking on the Sarnia Legionnaires in Sarnia. 2-2 in that game. That was late in the first period, I believe.
Yeah, I think it just the first period just ended. So, yeah, that's going to be a battle right to the end. Again, Sarnia, they're one of those teams that's looking to jump up into the fourth spot and get home ice advantage for the playoffs. So,
well, you look at all 3 teams that are bidding for the fourth spot are in action tonight. One right here with Strathroy. Then you have Chatham and Sarnia going head-to-head against each other. So, a very busy, important night as far as the Western Conference goes in the Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League. 2 other games we're also going to follow for you this evening. That's at the OHL level. level. The Spitfires up on their northern road swing. They're in North Bay tonight. They'll play in Sudbury tomorrow night. Saturday night they go to Sault Ste. Marie. So a very busy weekend for the Windsor Spitfires. Right now it was late in the first period. The Spitfires were up 1-0. Brady Vale had his 26th of the season. The other game we're tracking for you tonight, in case you're watching from the Strathroy area or here in the Midwest, Southwest region, it's the London Knights taking on the Sarnia Sting. The Sarnia Sting really in a bad tailspin right now, and are in jeopardy of really missing the playoffs. The London Knights right now putting a beating on them, 3-0. That also was late in the first period. So the Knights continued to forge their way to the upper echelon of the Ontario Hockey League. Sarnia going in the opposite direction. And again, as I mentioned, the Sting really now in danger of missing the postseason in the Ontario Hockey League ranks. We're just moments away from the second period of action. You've heard of the Westby Awards, right?
For sure I have.
All right. Well, the Westby Awards are just around the corner. The Windsor Essex Sportspersons of the Year Awards. Jamie hasn't won a Coach of the Year yet or anything like that. He'll win for his wardrobe and for being one of the better looking guys, but nothing as far as his sports accolades go. The 9th edition of the Windsor Essex County Sportspersons of the Year Awards are coming up soon. There's going to be a couple of announcements coming from the organizers of that event. So if you want to check out their website, get some information on it, go to thewestbys.ca. A lot of information there, and again, within the next couple of weeks, you'll hear about the keynote speaker, the date of the event, and what's going to happen come this April with the 9th annual Westby Awards. And sorry, Jamie, no, you haven't been nominated this year.
That's nothing new to me.
Okay, you accept it. That's a good thing. One other thing that I want to mention to you, and we'll have announcements here on WeTV. Check out our website, we-tv.ca. There's always information being updated there. Our upcoming events, our upcoming telecasts. We're going to talk to the Leamington Flyers about maybe some playoff games. So once in a while, stop by our website, we-tv.ca, and check out what information is there for you. Both teams have returned to the ice, so that means I'm going to send it back up to our play-by-play team. Vince Liberti and Lee Jones, they'll have the call of second period action.
Thank you, Dom. Like he said, we got the second period action here at Heinz Arena. We-tv.ca. Glad to have you along. Spitaleri leans in for the face-off. And we'll be underway here momentarily.
I got to agree with Dom what he had about Jamie there. His sporting accolades weren't all that great, believe me.
Hey, but he's got the best looks in the JHL, right?
That's all he's got.
Flyers here early on, breaking up the center. Spitaleri dumps it in deep. Segan giving chase as Lozier blows it around. Here's Amante. Chips it back and forth. Finds Segan. Segan with a shot on goal, goes wide. Segan lifts the puck, and Durade is able to shovel it down the ice. Minute left in the power play here for the Flyers. 5 forwards on the ice as Oblinger, Amante, Segan, and Spitaleri. Shot on goal, it's deflected wide. Never got to Lozier.
No. Coach Prosky there, he switched up Alex Segan and Amante. Amante's now up on forward, and Segan's back on the point.
Puck's played into the bench. It could be just simply because they're different hands. I think that might have been what it been. I think. Could be wrong.
Well, Tony always likes to have his defense pairing, whatever they are on the power play, on their opposite hands. So.
And really, we don't question Coach Borowski because, well, he's a proven winner in this league. So I'm not even going to go there.
Well, it's all the help he's got. Myself and Jamie, we've been around. We have to tell him what's going on a lot of times.
McGee's able to hold it in.
He's getting up there in age, so his memory gets a little slow. But no, Tony's been great with me and Jamie. We've been with him now, I think, about 13 years, and I've always told people, you know, when I went with him, I thought I could help him out a little bit, but for 3 years, I didn't say a word. I just sat there and listened, and learned so much from him.
The penalties ended, and we're back to even strength here. Quick can't find the other end of that pass. The puck is finally played in the neutral zone and robbed out nicely is Robertson, and down is Coleman. Coleman is down. He's grabbing his right knee. and he is in a lot of pain.
Yeah, that's a big hit for Strathroy. He's a big member of the Strathroy Blades. Hope he's all right.
Oh, he's holding the top of his knee. That doesn't look too good.
Hopefully, maybe it's just a bruise.
It looks like he got rubbed out along the boards.
Yeah.
It might have been just an awkward way he went into it, twisted something up. Hopefully it's nothing serious, but he's in pain.
Yeah, I think the Strathroy coaches and the team are holding their breath right now. It's nothing serious.
The trainer attending to him right now. Yeah, that doesn't look too good. He's withering right now on the ice in pain. Every time the manager touches even that right knee, or the trainer, I should say, his head shoots back. There's got to be there. That's got to. It's unfortunate.
Yeah,
Coleman, like you said, is a big part of this Strathroy offense.
Yeah, that's. It's just at the end of the Leamington's power play, so we're not too sure. We got a little lull in the action right now.
Well, as Coleman's being attended to, we'll be right back at the action here at Heinz Arena on we-tv.ca.
It's not too late to start your post-secondary education at St. Clair College. We have everything you need to help you register for this September. Not sure what career path works for you? The knowledgeable staff in our admissions office can help you make that choice. Just bring in your transcripts and we'll get you started. We're here Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Fridays from 10 a.m. till 4. For a list of open programs, go to our website. At St. Clair College, our focus is you.
Guys, more coffee?
Some over here.
Hey, where'd you get that scar?
That? I got that in a bit of a fight in '98 there, JJ.
I got at Raymond, he's always bragging. He knows I got him beat over here with this one. I got blindsided. Look at that.
That's nothing. Look at this. Look at this.
Moon, here we go.
How many stables did you get? 45. 45? Oh! Never would have thought that.
We'll see you soon.
Potential. Potential is the mind's right to imagine, the body's right to move, the soul's right to believe in itself. At the YMCA, we believe potential is every kid's right, every kid's advantage, every kid's secret weapon. Theirs to explore and expand every time they show up. That's why the Y says to all kids, and about all kids, bring 'em on. Whatever the age, whatever the stage, the shy ones, the eager ones, freckled or not, alone or together. Born here, born there, born anywhere. The Y is a place to feel they belong, connected and accepted. Because the one thing about potential is you don't want it to just stay potential. You want it to become everything it can be in every kid. We never met a kid whose potential we couldn't see.
Back to the action here at Heinz Arena as Coleman subbed off the ice by the trainer, and Lee, we're talking about on the break how important these trainers are to both teams.
It's unbelievable. They're so big, and just what Wally Tadimer talked to Dom about earlier, how big they are behind the scenes. Like I know with us, the Leamington Flyers, Dr. Steve O'Neill and Dr. Luke Spanik, they're unreal. They know every injury. Steve O'Neill, he's been with Tony since day one, and Tony does. Tony's first guy he wants is a good trainer, and that's big when you got kids coming from out of town, and the parents know that they got a good medical staff and everything like that. They're so important.
Coleman there's moving off the ice. He could put no weight whatsoever on that right leg, and we got a 5-minute major here posted for the Leamington Flyers, and that's I don't know what to say.
It looked like a clean check along the boards. It's
gonna be. We'll check this here.
I'm not.
That's going to be Robertson. He's going to get a 5-minute major, and we don't know what they're going to put him up for. And I don't think he even realizes he got a penalty yet.
No, it's not a head check or.
Oh, he's 5 in a game. He's gone.
Yeah.
He's gone. Robertson has been tossed from this contest, folks. Serving the 5-minute penalty will be Allen. And right now, the Rockets have a chance at life to get this game tied back at 1 with just under 18 minutes to go. It's a 5-minute power play for the Rockets.
I'm not too sure what happened there.
I'm not too sure either, but we'll find out here in the next whistle as the pass picked off by Amante. Walks in, shot. Oh, great shoulder save by Lazier. Man, that puck was an absolute rocket.
That's a great heads-up play by Mitch Amante.
4:35 remaining in the power play for the Rockets. They're looking to try to get this game tied at 1. Draws one by Scott.
Yeah, we haven't heard what the penalty is for yet.
A 5-minute major.
For interference. That's a new one. I'm not too sure how you get a 5-minute major for interference.
And a game misconduct to boot, but
yeah.
Puck's played out in front and goes all the way down the ice.
I'm going to have to maybe see one of these refs after the game and try to explain that one.
That's Lee Jones for you folks. I'm Vince Liberti. Lee willing to go to every square inch of this ring to get you the answers here on we-tv.ca. They're playing in between the blue lines right now. Just under 4 minutes remaining here in the power play for the Rockets. Heads up. Oh, boy. That's going to be a penalty.
No, not in this league.
Oh, okay,
no,
maybe not.
No, not in the junior leagues yet, anyways.
Chevalier absolutely came around his net and shot that puck square over the glass.
Yeah, in the NHL, they would...
Coach Borowski's been the sigh of relief going, oh, boy. Puck is dropped and out of the zone it goes. Oblinger's giving chase.
This could be a big confidence booster for the Flyers if they can kill this off.
Well, Zier getting pretty risky behind his own net as he's able to get away from Oblinger. As the 800 strong here at Heinz Arena start to make some noise. Spitaleri makes it with one man. Shot on goal saved by Lazier.
The Flyers are doing a great job picking off passes up the middle by Strathroy.
They're playing a nice diamond shape in the middle of the neutral zone. Baker makes one move. Can't make a second as the Leamington Flyers collapse nicely. And the puck is shot down the ice and gloved by Lazier.
Yeah, both goalies are playing the puck quite a bit this game. They're getting it up to their wingers a lot.
Rockets come out to center. Here's Booker, makes one move, loses the handle on it, but is able to get to the half boards. Goes down into the corner, back to Boyer. Boyer stiff armed by Oblinger. Puck up, squirts out to Mayo with a shot. Pat save, Whedon.
That's a nice play by Wheaton there. But the special teams are Leamington's 12th overall in the Junior B circuit. They're going at about 83%. 83% with Strathroy on the power play. They're at 14th overall at 18%. So they're pretty even.
As a quick up there by Lazier. Ends up in a quick scoring chance for the Rockets. Draws to the right of Whedon. Grogan has it. Shot on goal save. Rebound covered up by Whedon.
Grogan made
no
rebound.
Play
there. He just got that puck to the middle. Look for a rebound.
Mandalari on the back end. He swaps, starts to Grogan as the faceoff comes to the left of Whedon. It's won by the Flyers. Goes behind the net. Segan's back there at the half boards. He's able to pick it up, gain control, and get it up to center. And Dalby gets it back to Segan. It's a one-on-one play with Sander. Goes inside out. Oh, just misses that top corner.
Dylan, last night, he had a big short-handed goal with 3 seconds left to go in the first period last night, which tied the game up.
Dalby clears it the length of the ice. And about a minute 48 remaining here in the power play for the Rockets. Got a couple shots on goal. That's about it. Here's a chance for Vokes. Vokes has a stick knocked out of his hands. It's in the corner now, and he's playing it through his feet. Chevalier collects it and has time. Knocks it down nicely. Zamante, he's in. And stifling that play on the back end for the Rockets was Stander.
Yeah, that's a nice play by Mitch. Took her right out of the air.
Scott gives pursuit. Stander. As Scott is all over him. Just over a minute remaining here in the period. Puck's in the near corners. Chapman's in there. Land for the loose puck. Chapman still has it. He's gained control. Throws it out to Mayo. At the point, back over to Chapman, top of the circle. Mayo thinks about it once, twice. Shot from the left point. Rebound goes around the net. Great save. Scores!
40 seconds left. They just got to the net. Hey, looking for rebounds, and not that they found.
Puck goes off the back of the netting. Goes off the back end of the boards. Pops back out. Wheat makes the initial save. I can't stop the second one. Gives up the rebound and the back of the net. We're tied on 1.
Okay. Like I said, it's a playoff game. Everybody's going to get the...
We'll see it here as pop it up here on the replay. Puck comes off the end boards.
Yeah, Wheat made the first nice save.
Folks is Johnny on the spot.
Yeah.
They give it to the Rockets as they went to heart of the net. 35 seconds remaining.
That goal was scored by Sam Vokes. Assist to no assist to him.
Puck split up the center. Here's Baker. Oh, big hit. McGee cuts him off. Baker's feeling that one. He's going to go to the bench. 10 seconds remaining in the power play for the Rockets. Spitaleri. Puck comes out front. Goes through the goal mouth. Along their boards.
That goal was scored by Sam Vokes, assisted by Dan Coleman and Joshua DeSlava.
McGee breaks out. Check that Spitaleri to Allen. Allen in the corner now. He's pinned up along the far boards. He's able to squeak out of there. Finds it now at the half boards. Goes down low to Spitaleri. They play pitch and catch. A shot out to Kelsey. Kelsey has it again. Base yard. Shot blocked nicely. And it's a foot race for the puck. And Wilson will not be able to get there first. Dalby has it. Oblinger gives chase, and with 12:20 remaining here in the second period, game stat at 1. It cleared high off the glass of along the penalty box boards. Out the center is Oblinger. Gives it to Dalby. He's at the hash marks. Shot scores! Dalby with a quick release. Beats those air 5-hole.
Yeah, that's a big comeback after, you killed almost that 5-minute penalty and come back and score a goal about 2 minutes later. That's a big boost for the Leamington Flyers.
Leamington Flyers able to respond in a big way by David Dalby.
Yeah, Dobbs just paid it off his skates and just took a nice shot right through the 5-hole, right along the ice.
Lozier caught moving left to right. And just like that, the Leamington Flyers regain their 1-goal advantage. Heinz Arena is where we're located. I'm Vincenzo Liberti. Next to me is Lee Jones. We-tv.ca is where you're catching all the action. Home for all local sports as Friesen walks in. Finds Dalby. Oh, he misses getting the second of the game as he goes wide and high over that left glove of Lozier. And Lozier will take a quick swig of water and take a deep breath.
He is going for the top corner there, but he missed there. That last goal was scored by Dave Dalby, assisted by Blaine Bayshard and Nathan Oblinger.
Oblinger continuing his spectacular campaign, and David Dalby coming on strong here down the stretch for the Leamington Flyers as a draw is moved from the left of Lozier out to outside the blue line as linesman Kyle Booker instructs the players on the ice.
Like I said a couple games ago, I got that Nathan and Austin, both U.S. kids. Well, we all sat down and watched the girls play the other day against the USA. So I'm one up on them right now. There's jerseys. They got their USA jerseys on, and I got my Canadian ones on.
Quick. Picks it up in the hash. Is hooked. No call. Plays that little scrambling. Puck's loose out front. guys digging for it, but it's the Rockets who come out with it. Field gets around Chevalier. Wheaton comes out to play it, and Smart heads up move there to help his defensive partner. Dalby blocks it off. Walks in once, tries to do the same move he did in the first goal, but it's blocked, and he'll go to the bench after a nice long shift. Puck goes up front. Shot scores! Leamington Flyers making a 2-goal lead.
That's big. That's Quickie's second assist for the night. Just looking for guys. You know, I think Alex come off the bench there, got the open spot. Quickie caught him and put it in the back of the net.
Alex Segan will pick up his first of the contest, and we'll see it here.
Quickie right behind the net. And, yeah, Alex Segan come off the bench on a line change and put it right through the 5-hole again.
4 Rockets standing around watching, and they get caught, and it's going to be a timeout here. Yeah. It looks like it's going to be to the Strathroy Rockets. They're going to take a timeout and try to resettle the troops. And Lozier, I feel for him right now. After the goal, he points to the sky saying, boys, you can't stand around watching that.
Yeah, they're all watching Kyle Quick. They didn't even see Segan coming off the bench. That was a nice play. Good heads-up play on Kyle, looking for him.
Leamington Flyers able to respond in a big way. 2 quick goals here after the 5-minute major power play goal to tie this game up by the Rockets.
Yeah, Leamington can't stand back now. They got to keep their foot on the pedal. Last night they were up 3-1. You know, they let LaSalle come back the game, tied at 3-3, going to overtime, and thank goodness they scored in overtime. But you got Strathroy running right now, so you got to keep going.
Well, we'll see that goal there. Well, scored by Alex Segan.
Alex Segan, and Kyle Quick is second, and Tony Spillary.
Again, the names continue to be interchanged, but the points keep piling up for the Leamington Flyers, as Coach Brodsky must love the production from multiple lines right now.
Oh, he's got his two lines there with Spillary and Segans and all those guys, but those third and fourth lines, they're the big, they're the ones that are very important to give these guys a rest, go out there and have a good shift.
Spitaleri falls to the ice along the near boards. He's battling with the puck. Can't find it, down low it is, but finally Segan, the captain, picks it up, and he'll move it out over the center ice line. He'll throw it cross ice into the corner. Segan picks it back up. Alex Segan loses the puck in the corner. It's deflected high into the center ice line. Baker picks it up. We're steered into the netting by Whedon, and with exactly 10 minutes to go, we're halfway through this contest. The Flyers are up 3-1 over the Rockets. So far, so good. Business as usual right now, and Coach Brodsky, Leamington Flyers got to love the production they're getting after a game last night, as the draw is 1 to the right of Whedon. Shot by Chapman goes wide.
With Leamington, they're down to 5 defensemen for the rest of this game. You played last night in a hard game last night. They're going to have short shifts and get on and get off.
We'll probably see the likes of Greneau hopping back on the back end there. As we mentioned in previous broadcasts, he's a very versatile player that Coach Borowski has in his lineup, as Scott breaks in. He has Oblinger going to the net. Corrals it. Oh, puck. The puck squirts off his stick and is covered up nicely by Lozier.
Yeah, Nate got it in his skates there and couldn't get it up to his stick to get a good shot.
The Leamington Flyers and the Strathroy Rockets doing battle here at Heinz Arena. We-TV.ca is where you're watching all the action. I'm Vince Liberty. Lee Jones is to my right. Face-off is won by the Rockets. Bayshark clears it right back into the zone. Lozier comes out to play it.
Little miscommunication between the Strathroy goalie and their defenseman.
Puck comes out to center, and Van Boekel throws it on net. Wheaton will glove it as if he's playing left field for the Detroit Tigers. Easy pitch and catch.
Yeah, that's, I guess all the pitchers and catchers are reporting this week.
Exactly.
So I hope spring's right around the corner.
Yeah, we hope, as it continues to get colder and colder here in the Windsor, Essex area. So, we could definitely use the break as Friesen wins the draw. The Kitchener draft pick having a strong run down towards the playoffs for the Leamington Flyers, as Chevalier picks it up behind his own net. Goes cross ice to his partner McGee. McGee breaks over to the half line. Into the near corner he goes. It's a low man rush is finally picked off. Van Poelkel. It's a 3-on-2 for the Rockets if they hurry. They'll dump it in. Gourneau tries to step up. Check that Chevalier. Manzapalou steamroll. Puck is blocked as it tries to go to the front of the net. Friesen comes out with it. He's got some speed. He's got Allen with him as well. Makes one move. Can't foil Sander there. Goes cross ice, finds Kelsey. He's got some time. Friesen in the middle of the circle, down to Allen. Allen gets bumped off the puck. Loose glove on the ice. Volks will come out to center and he'll dump it in. It's a full sail change for the Rockets.
Yeah, that's a good shift. Even Leamington did a change there. That was a good shift by Allen and Friesen and Hendricks.
Chevalier out there caught on the end of a long shift. He rings it around to Allen. He'll get it up to center. And Chevalier go for a change. Spitaleri has a ton of speed. Breaks in, knocked off stride. Nice poke check there by Lozier. Kelsey throw the pucks back on net. Never gets there. Field has that center. Picked up by Durade. Throwing out front. Leamington just picks off the pass. Here's Bayshard to Quick. Quick is definitely that. Throws it out front. Goes cross ice. No one on the end of that. 7:17 remaining here in the second period.
It'd be nice for Leamington just to keep the score going into the third period.
Quick. Dalby picks up the loose puck left there for them. Spitaleri. Check that Seguin. Shot by Muzzin from the point. Hits Lozier, and there's no penalty on the play, and the Rockets coaches are enraged.
I'm not too sure why. They're the Strathroy defenseman's the one who pushed the Leamington Flyer penalty into the goalie.
Baker has it now for the Rockets, but Seguin takes it right away from him. Tries to find Scott down low, heads up, puck goes into the bench. And out of play. 6:31 remaining here in the second period. Flyers hold a 3-1 lead over the Rockets. Glad to have you along. About 850 strong here for sure at Heinz Arena. They're getting their money's worth tonight. Both these teams battling for playoff position.
For sure. I'm still curious about that 5-minute interference call. Never heard of that one. It's just a body check along. There's no intent to hurt. But maybe we can find out between the second intermission.
Scott, take the draw to the left of Lozier. Dalton wins it. Quick shot by Seguin. Is a blocker save by Lozier. Muzzin to Seguin. Lozier's absolutely being abused, and we're going to get a delayed penalty here. And it's going to go to the Rockets. LaBerge is not happy.
It looked like Scotty went into their goalie, and the Strathroy guy wrapped his head. I thought that was back and forth. Yeah, I think that call before when they threw I think it's Seguin into the goalie. That's a makeup call.
Yeah, no, that's exactly the elite. There's no way that should have been a penalty there, but you know what? They missed it the first time, and the referees, they know how to even things out. And
yeah. This is a big power play for Leamington right now.
The 5-4 unit goes to work. Seguin with a shot, goes wide. Amante with another shot. Lozier flashes the leather. Makes a great glove hand save, and right now the Rockets are providing absolutely no help to Lozier as he's being pelted both with pucks and bodies in front of his own net.
Sure is. He's getting hit by everything right now.
Scott leans in, wins the draw. Amante, Seguin, Oblinger, and McGee, the lone defenseman here on the power play. McGee has it now. Gives it back to Seguin. McGee, Amante, shot.
Leamington's got to get some traffic in front of Rozier there.
There's Amante now that has it. Goes behind the back, still has it. Oblinger, Seguin, shot on goal. And the puck's deflected by Scott out of play. And that faceoff will come outside.
But that was a better play with Scott. He got in front of the goaltender there. He didn't have a clue where it was. Unfortunately for Leamington, went out in the crowd. But they got to get traffic in front of the goaltender.
1:18 remaining in the power play for the Leamington Flyers. And what could be a very, very big goal if they're able to produce one here on the power play. Durante wins the draw for the Rockets. It gets it out to center. Field gives chase as Amante collects it. Spitaleri, he gives it to him. Makes one move.
Leamington's getting a little too fancy. They got to get shots on the net. He's at the hash mark. He's still trying to make a move. Get the puck. You don't know what's going to happen.
We're going to get a whistle here as the puck was knocked down with a high stick. 59 seconds remaining in the power play. Spitaleri leans in. Amante. They got 6 guys on the ice. I think Spitaleri missed his his assignment for a change. Either way, Leamington notices it. Puck comes out front. Allen has it, gives it to Friesen. Play is offside at the Strathroy blue line. 48 seconds remaining. And the last few minutes have been pretty choppy, lots of whistles. And you got to think that plays in the favor of Strathroy.
Yes.
Definitely help out the Rockets here, but LeBears is up in the box as he wants to get back out there. He still has another 48 seconds or so before that happens. Quick, Friesen, Dalby, Amante, and Allen. 5 forwards out there with different combination. Amante has it now. Back to Dalby. Dalby's had the hot hand of the last few minutes here. Dalby throws it on net. Lozier, surprised and almost handcuffed by it. Yeah. He's able to catch it in the padding and hang on.
But still, Leamington's got to get guys in front of the net. You know, Holmstrom back with the Red Wings. How good was he in front of that net?
Yeah.
That was the biggest part of their power play. Just get him in there, get the pucks to the net.
Yeah, before him, the great Dino Cicerelli, Hall of Famer now.
Yeah.
Both those guys took a beating in front of the net, but they got paid for it, right?
Oh,
gotta have those guys. As Kelsey takes. Lets it go from the point and has eyes and finds its way over the right shoulder of Lozier.
Yeah, that was just a shot. You know, got to the middle of the ice, took a shot to net.
We're gonna see it here on the replay. Not a ton on it.
No, he got to the middle of the ice, and who's there in front of the net?
Tons of traffic, as you mentioned before there, Lee. Had to do what they finally did, and there's a result.
Yeah, Kyle Quick again, got in front of the net. It's so huge in the game of hockey, is getting a guy in front of the net where the goalie can't see the puck. So unfortunately, Kyle can't get an assist for that, but it was his job in front of the net that scored the goal.
3-goal lead restored by the Leamington Flyers. 4-1. Leamington on top here. Scores! Oh my, we wish we would have had that one back. The Rockets with a simple wrist shot at the hash marks. And Baker takes the wind right out of the sails of Leamington Flyers and cuts the lead in half.
Yeah, Coach Prosky can be happy with this. This takes a couple steps over the blue.
Goes off Kelsey.
They go off the stick.
And you're going to see Coach Brosky talking to Kelsey saying either get out of the way or block it.
Yeah, especially that far out. You let him see the puck. 99% of the time, he's going to get her.
Just like that, the Rockets cut the Leamington lead in half. 4-2's our score, just over 4 to play here at Heinz Arena. Mandalia looking for more. Spitaleri's taking it right away from him. Leamington Flyers back on the attack. Seguin to Seguin. Goes one. Absolutely baked. But he gets right back up. Béchard holds it in. Goes to the point. Into the slot. Puck's moving around behind the net. No can gain control, but finally Seguin picks up in the corner.
Sometimes those nifty plays, it can cost you.
Oh, boy.
Through the middle, and he found out there.
Yeah, you got to pay the price to make those moves, and Seguin definitely did there.
Strathroy's going on power play.
And the Strathroy Rockets have shifted momentum here on the Leamington Flyers. They've taken a goal, and now we'll go to the power play.
Yeah, that Leamington Flyer goal was scored by Graham Kelsey, assisted by Cale Allen, and Mr. Freeze in there. Now Strathroy come back. They're on the power play, so it's could be big right here for both teams.
It's a 2-minute power play. As Spitaleri is going to go into the box. Looks like it's going to be a roughing call. And the Rockets will go to work.
Yeah, you can't let Strathroy back in the game.
Chevalier holds his man off. Puck takes another weird hop along the boards. Net comes off the moorings, and the whistle's going to go. A lot of traffic in front. Vokes, Van Boekel, Dalton, Baker, and Sander on the ice for the Rockets. Scott, Amante, Chevalier, back door, oh, save! He had me fooled. I thought it was a goal there, Lee.
Yeah, that's a big save for Weedy there to get his confidence back.
Trevor Whedon goes right to 11, makes a fool out of me as it makes a spectacular left pad save. We'll check it out here, Lee.
He fakes like he's going to take a shot, look for the guy in the back door, and Weedy timed that perfect. He's seen the whole thing.
You gotta know now why the London Knights love this kid. Buck 30 remaining here in the power play for the Rockets. They're looking to cut the Leamington lead to 1 and get right back into this contest. Sander brings it out. Tipped in by Dalton. McGee's there, can't get all of it though. Comes out to the blue line, but not out. Now just squeaks out. Here's Dalby. We call this name a lot tonight. Makes one move now, second gets sandwiched. He's doing his job, but here come the Rockets. Volks makes one move. Oblinger rubs his man out. Dalby still has it.
Nice work along the boards by Dave Dalby.
Dave Dalby having a great game thus far for the Flyers. They'll go off for a change. Amante will come around. Puck goes down the ice, no icing. Kelsey goes off the glass and down the length of the ice. 36 seconds remaining in the power play for the Rockets. And as big as a power play can be for the offensive team, and even the same thing goes for a kill for the defensive team.
Yeah, can be there 2 goal or 1 goal.
Amante, the Lone Ranger rush here as Mendelli gives him a bump. Weedy comes out to play it. We got about 15 seconds remaining. Scott has it, going the wrong way. He's able to get out the center. Grogan throws it on net. Whedon steers out of side with knees. Out the center, and we're even strength.
That's a big kill for Leamington.
Minute 25 remaining here in the second period. Great action thus far. 4-2 Leamington on top. Puck gets played cross ice out to the center ice line. Dumped right back in by the Rockets. Whedon stops it behind his own goal. Chevalier picks it right up. Amonte's out there, finds Allen. The middle part of the ice. Allen to Scott, throws it ahead of him.
Leamington's got to start shooting a puck.
Getting a little too fancy.
Yeah, they're getting too fancy, too close to the net.
Amante and Scott, 2-on-2. Again, you see it again there as the puck goes wide on another pass. But give Scott credit for diving back and breaking up the one-on-one play.
They're way too fancy right now.
Chapman in field, play give and go. Plays a bit scrambly as Alkins is able to pick it up.
Well, we got away with one there.
Players are falling left and right. Muzzin hitting everything in sight. LaBerge holds it in barely. Alkins can't get a stick on it. Amonte's muscles off the puck. Van Boekel will dump it in deep. 12 seconds remaining. Puck comes up the center. Oblinger's onside. He toe drags, shot, bad save steered aside by Lozier. And that'll do it for the second period. Give both teams credit, it was energy. But after 20 minutes of play, 2-goal lead is still intact for the Leamington Flyers. And going off, number 13, Sanders, holding his wrist, might have taken a hack there. Either way you look at it, we've had a lot happen in that second period. A 5-minute major, game misconduct. The Leamington Flyers go down defenseman. 2 quick goals by both teams. And what can you say? At that point, 5 goals scored, 6 goals scored in that period.
Yeah, it's going to be a good third period. Both teams are playing well, so we'll see how it runs out.
4-2 is our score here at Heinz Arena. We're going to right back after this. We'll have Dominic Papa, a little interview. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the Heinz Arena. We kick into our second intermission. The Leamington Flyers and the Strathroy Rockets doing battle here tonight in the Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League. 4-2, Flyers leading it after 40 minutes of play. Joining us on the broadcast is one of the premier forwards, certainly in the Western Conference of the Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League, Nathan Opplinger. And Nathan, before we get into tonight's game, I want to go back to last night's hockey game and how much of a toll that game took on you guys coming into tonight. That was a very physical game last night.
Yeah, it took a really big toll on us. Really physical up and down the ice, back and forth action all night, and it was a lot of fun. And we're really feeling it today.
Nice to get a win in that game, though, Nathan. And fair to say that it was almost like a playoff atmosphere there because of the fact that Leamington and LaSalle's battling for first place.
Yeah, it was a playoff game. We went into the game thinking it was a playoff game, and just had to come out with the 2 points to get up on them in the standings.
Yeah, and certainly you got yourselves into a tie. You come into tonight's game still hoping for first place. What's the approach with Coach Porosky and the guys? You have 2 more games after tonight. Really, you control your own destiny, but how do you approach these games?
Just play every game like it's going to be your last and fight for first place because the home ice advantage this year is going to be really key in the playoffs.
Of course, this league, there's so much parity in it, Nathan. Even a team like Strathroy, which is battling for a playoff spot, even though they're maybe a little bit lower down the standings, there's no easy ones in this league this year.
No, not at all. That's why the first place is such a big factor this year. And home ice, going in those small rinks that we're all getting criticized that we're not good enough, but we're working our bags off in the home ice like last night, like a playoff game, and this is going to come out.
4-2 after 40 minutes of play here. Come on up here a little bit, Nathan. They want to see your pretty mug. So 4-2 after 40 minutes here, Nathan. Talk to me about this game. And again, no gimmies, but certainly the guys are, I would want to call it a gutsy performance on the part of the Flyers.
Yeah, we got a bunch of guys out here. Bumps and bruises from last night. JP just took on Big Charlie Horse in the leg, and he's probably done for the rest of the game. We're just fighting through it. We got a call up 15-year-old, call him up, fill in a spot for Morsey, who's hurt too. Just got to keep healthy for the rest of the year.
It's that time of year where the bumps and bruises are growing, that's for sure, Nathan. A Toledo, Ohio native, okay? And it's an interesting story how you ended up here. Certainly everybody's glad to have you here, but tell our viewers how you ended up. What's the connection with Toledo and Leamington?
Well, it all started with Austin Rodebush started up here last year, and Dennis Rodebush's dad coached me, Graham, and Austin growing up ever since we were little guys, and recognized the name Tony and from the Gold Diggers, and that's how we came up here. And Austin gave me a call last year in October. Came up, they liked how I played, and I got a spot on the roster.
Yeah, interesting that they still talk about Tony in Toledo, and he wore those ugly goal pads, I'll tell you what. He wasn't the best looking goalie, but he did a great job. What's he like as a coach, and what's he meant to you?
Oh, he's a great coach. He likes to have a lot of fun. You do something wrong, you're not playing good, he gets on you, yells at you, just take it out on the ice and go show him what you have.
You're surprised at how well you've played at this league, at this level, and being you had to come out from Ohio?
Yeah, last year I got called up. I just knew I had to make a name for myself up here, and just had to put points on the board, and I ended up doing that, and I ended up getting a spot on the roster and staying for the rest of the year and this year.
It'll be hard to keep you out. That's for Nathan. I'll let you get in the room. Thanks for doing this with us. Good luck the rest of the way. All right, the star forward of the Leamington Flyers, Nathan Opplinger. His team is up 4-2 right now. Nathan does have 1 assist tonight. That means he's got 27 on the year, 48 points, so having an outstanding campaign for the Leamington Flyers. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll check in with our off-ice analyst. That's Jamie McDermott. We'll come back with our second intermission. You're watching Leamington Flyer Hockey on we-tv.ca.
This is our town. There's nowhere else quite like it. It's a strong town, a resilient town, the kind that takes its knocks and always bounces back. This is our team. It's a tough team, a hard-working team. And like our town, it takes everything you throw at it and keeps coming back for more. There's no other town quite like Windsor. And there's no hockey like Spitfires hockey.
Someone be so naive? Everyone knows not to drink and drive. How can you be so selfish, so ignorant? How can you live with yourself? That's what I want to know. Because I can't. I can't sleep at night. My parents will never see their son live his life because I was stupid. I didn't think. And now it's not just me paying the price. Why tonight? Was calling a cab that hard? Now she's gone, and his life is ruined, and it wasn't him, it was me. It was my fault. I was driving. I had too much to drink. I hit the other car. 1 in every 3 people will be involved in an alcohol-related crash in their lifetime, and almost every 90 seconds a person is injured in a drunk driving crash. And yet we still think, nah, it'll never happen to me. In the moment, you might feel like everyone thinks what you're doing is fine, even cool. But when you finally wake up, if you finally wake up, you are the only one standing on your side. In the end, there is only one person to blame. It was me. It was me. Don't be me. Don't drink and drive.
Guys, you want coffee?
Some over here.
Hey, where'd you get that scar?
That? I got that in a bit of a fight in '98 there, JJ.
Nice.
I got Raymond, he's always bragging. He knows I got him beat over here with this one. I got blindsided. Look at that.
That's nothing. Look at this. Look at this.
Moon, here we go.
How many stables did you get? 45. 45? Oh. Never would have thought that.
I'll see you soon.
Thanks.
We continue on with our second intermission here from the Heinz Arena. Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League action here on we-tv.ca. Dominic Pop along with our analyst Jamie McDermott. And Jamie, a very physical period again, and I go to that because you look at Coleman from the Strathroy Rockets, who's now out of this game and perhaps the rest of the season. I know you talked to the doctor briefly. How serious?
Yeah, it didn't look good. He said basically his knee was misplaced on where it should be on his leg, so it doesn't sound good for him or the Rockets because he's a real cog in that lineup, so it's not looking good for them.
4-2 after 40 minutes of play, Jamie. Things seemed to open up a little bit in that period as it was only 1-0 after the first. Obviously, the Flyers outscored the Rockets 3-2 in that period. Your thoughts about that period and where the changes were?
Well, I think both coaches must have went in the dressing room after the first period and said, you know, fellas, come on, we got to pick up the intensity here. I realize, Leamington, you guys had a game last night that was, you know, a real barn burner, but, you got to suck it up and get out there. We got to get playing some hockey here. This game means a lot. So I think both coaches went in between the first period and kind of laid the law down, and it showed in the second.
Somewhat of a luxury maybe for Coach Prosky and his staff staff, Jamie, the experience factor of his team. He's got a lot of experienced players that have been through the grind of this season, the playoffs. How much of that of a factor does that become, especially when you go back-to-back like this?
Well, I think it brings a lot because you got these guys. They've been in them situations before. You got a guy like the captain, Dylan Seguin, who won a Sutherland Cup with LaSalle. So, I mean, those guys got a lot of experience, and it pays big dividends in games like this.
Let's go to the third period. Let's put your coach's hat on for just a moment. Let's go into the Strathroy room. You mentioned Coleman being out the rest of the game and perhaps the season here. What do they have to do to expose Leamington here a little bit and try to get themselves at least into a point position to send this into overtime?
Well, I think their coaching staff, along with their captains, are probably telling the team in there that, you know, it's about time somebody has to step up and fill that void. And it's going to roll right from now right through onto the playoffs. If we're going to win, this is what has to happen, fellas. We need somebody to step up and fill that spot. So they're going to come out with some intensity, I'm sure, in this third period and try and get right back in this game. One shot on net could put them right back in the game.
Now, you know Coach Porosky very well. You've coached with him for a number of years. What's Tony saying to his guys? Is 4-2 enough for him? Does he maybe not necessarily sit on that, but really certainly minimizes taking any chances?
I think he's going to relay back to last night's game. Went into the third period with a 3-1 lead. I don't think he's going to make sure that the guys are ready to play this third period. They're not going to sit on this lead. They're going to keep the pressure on, get pucks deep, make sure they got a high guy, and play the game the way Leamington knows how to play it.
All right. With that said, we're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, Jamie and I will recap the second period of scoring. We'll also check the out-of-town scoreboard for you. 3 other games we're tracking for you this evening. You're watching Leamington Flyer Hockey on we-tv.ca.
Aboriginal youth have a desire to create, learn, and grow.
No computer, no future.
One laptop, one child at a time, one simple gesture.
Give a kid a chance.
Let's help give them the tools to succeed.
Let's buy a child a laptop.
Do yourself a favor. Go online, check it out.
I got a laptop!
Find out how you can help. Visit the website today.
Where'd you get that scar?
That? I got that in a bit of a fight in '98 there, JJ.
Nice.
I got Raymond, he's always bragging. He knows I got him beat over here with this one. I got blindsided. Look at that.
That's nothing. Look at this. Look at this.
Half moon. Here we go.
How many stables did you get? 45. 45? Never would have thought that.
We'll see you soon.
We're about 4.5 minutes away from the start of the third period action between the Leamington Flyers and the Strathroy Rockets. Continue on with our second intermission. Dominic Pop along with Jamie McDermott. Let's recap the second period of scoring for you. It's 4-2 for the Flyers after 2 periods of play. It was 1-0 Leamington after the first period. Cale Allen scoring his 4th goal of the season, giving them that 1-0 lead. In the second period, the power play starts to check in. Sam Vokes scores his first goal from, that's Dan Chapman and Jordan Da Silva. That made it a 1-1 hockey game at 6:14. Leamington got that one back thanks to David Dalby, his 14th of the season from Blaine Brachard, and also Nathan Opplinger at 7:53. 2-1 Flyers. 3-1 Flyers thanks to Alex Segan, his 17th from Kyle Quick and Tony Spitaleri at 9:17. On the power play, the Flyers go up 4-1. Graham Kelsey, his 3rd of the season from Cale Allen and Alex Friesen at 5:17, or 15:17 I should say. Strathroy gets one back late in the period. It's Wes Walker, his 27th from Mike Mandarelli, and Sean Grogan at 15:38. 4-2 is where we stand after 40 minutes of play. Shots on goal in that period, Strathroy with 10 shots, a 2-period total of 22, and Leamington fires 16 shots, a 2-period total of 27 shots for the Flyers. On the power play, Strathroy 1 for 3, Leamington 1 for 4. Also in those power plays though, Jamie, a 5-minute penalty given to Robertson for interference interference. I've never heard a 5-minute interference call. But hey, you know what? I've been around for a long time. I like the fresh stuff, so it's all good by me. But certainly a good job by the Flyers for the most part to kill most of that off.
Yeah, it was, for sure. And that's another thing we've been working on in practice is the penalty kill. And, you know, tonight, getting a 5-minute penalty, I think it really puts a stress on your team, because you got a certain amount of penalty killers. And a lot of those guys in Tony's lineup are guys that play on the top 2 lines. So the 5 minutes, some of the guys that play in the 3rd and 4th line got a chance to get out there and show what they can do, which is a good sign with the playoffs coming around.
Cale Allen, a goal and assist here tonight, Jamie. Not a bad hockey game for the young man.
No, he's playing well tonight, Cale. And I think he's wanting to make sure that, you know, when playoff time rolls around, that 4th line is going to be able to contribute. So he's showing some of his stuff tonight.
Good stuff. 3 games that we're following for you on the out-of-town scoreboard. One in the Junior B ranks. It's Chatham at Sarnia at the Little Brock Street Arena there. And this is a dandy hockey game and a very important hockey game. Sarnia leads at 3-2 after 40 minutes of play. We don't get highlights or anything, Jamie, but I think it's much what we expected to be a very tight hockey game.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like we said earlier, you know, Sarnia's battling for that 4th playoff spot just like Strathroy is here tonight. So, I mean, they're probably bringing their best effort, and I'm sure Coach Dan Rose has got those guys firing on all cylinders with the playoffs coming.
All right. The 2 other games are from the OHL. Windsor's at North Bay. The Spitfires lead 2-1 there after 40 minutes. London all over Sarnia tonight at the RBC Center. 7-0 for the Knights. 7 different scorers in that game. A quick timeout here at the Heinz Arena. When we come back, the call of the 3rd period. It's Flyers hockey on we-tv.ca.
The puck is dropped here at Heinz Arena. 4-2, Flyers on top. As the puck is played at center, here's Spitaleri. Throwing it on to Lozere. 2-goal lead for the Flyers as Seguin now gives it back to Spitaleri. Seguin has it again. Vince Liberti and Lee Jones here as Seguin comes out front with a backhand, goes way wide. Picked up by Seguin. That's Dylan Seguin. Alex Seguin now plays it around.
Strathroy's got a high stick. Strathroy has a high stick.
We have a high stick penalty as Lee Jones picks it up. Dom, you missed one game, buddy. That's right. The Windsor Lancers are down 1-0 to the Queens Golden Gales. That's women's hockey in the game 1 of the Western Conference quarterfinals. That game right now is in the 2nd intermission, so it's all right, Dom. We'll let that one slide on you. The draw will be to the left of Lozere here.
He's a busy man.
Oh, yeah. Dom's always, he's relentless in his work. That is definitely for sure. Shot from the point, deflected, goes over the right shoulder of Lozere. Sander picks it up, gives it to Baker. Baker slow over his own blue line. And down in the zone for Whedon. Once again, the Leamington Flyers going with 5 forwards. Almonte, Scott, Oblinger, Seguin, and Dalby. Dalby has it down the slot, shot. Over the net it goes.
He's looking for that top corner again.
Dalby takes it from Sander, throws it back out to Seguin. Dalby gets right back. Seguin, shot on goal, save, open net. Oh, he missed! Van Bogle looked like he might have got a stick on it, deflected wide. But Oblinger looks to the heavens and says, oh my, I missed that one.
I'm not too sure he even got too much even on it.
Oblinger having a heck of a season thus far for the Leamington Flyers.
Here we go. Shot from the point. Big rebound. No, he just missed it.
Van Bogle's stick there is able to get enough of it. Almonte has it now. Plays it in front of his own net to Oblinger. Tons of speed coming on the left side. He'll ring it around the end. Borns Lozere. He knocks it down along the far half boards. Quick. Rings it around to Oblinger. Almost gets out on him, but he's able to corral it. Scott has it out the goal line. It looks like he's going to come out front. Shot, he fans on it. Oblinger is able to corral it. Winds up, nope, goes to the corner. There's Oblinger, holds it in once again. Quick has it, quick shot. Lozere, stunned by it, puck goes out the center.
He was looking for the top shelf there. There it is.
A puck. Back to the net it is. 5-2. Leamington on top of Monte.
That was
got that one.
A great goal by Mitch. Went over that blue line. He knew Dalby had the puck. Went hard to the net. All he did was deflect it right through the goalie's pads.
Dalby has it here.
He sees Mitch go to the net hard. Just a little tip right through the 5-hole.
Stick always on the ice. Coach says that at every level of hockey, that's textbook hockey. The Leamington Flyers are up 3.
That's a big goal earlier in the third for Leamington to go up 5-2.
Puck's played in. The Rockets are really going to have to go at it now.
Leamington's got to play smart hockey here. Try not to take that next penalty.
Allen, shot on goal, whistles wide. Muzzin picks it up. He'll pinch in into the near corner. Rockets take it back though. Here's Sander. We've said his name quite often tonight as Whedon gives up a big rebound. Sanders first guy in there. First man in, still has it, goes off the official. Allen's able to corral it. Durati brings it around. Puck's in the corner. Mayo corrals it. Settles it down, gets it back. Winds up shot. Hits a man in front. Puck is loose. It's behind Whedon. Muzzin's brought to the ice.
Leamington's got to get change here.
Been a long minute or so here for the Flyers. Puck will come out to center. They can't get it deep.
There, they got their change right now.
Both teams able to get a few men changed. The Rockets regroup behind their own net. It's a back pass to Mayo. Mayo lifts it to center. Beyond net for Whedon. Whedon comes out to play it. Comes out to center ice now. Spilleri has it. He's sandwiched between two players. Boyer and Mayo cut him off. Mayo gets around one Flyer, but can't hang on control of the puck.
It's going to be a long shift here, long between whistles.
Nice, no breather for the announcer, unfortunately. But it's good pace of play here at Heinz Arena. Flyers and Rockets doing battle. 5-2 Flyers on top as the puck is cleared and dumped into the Rockets zone. Segan's the first man in. Spilleri picks it up. He puts on the brakes, leaves a man in the dust. He comes up with the backhands. Pat saved by Lazier. Rebound comes up front. Oblinger now has it. Goes off the side of the net. Bayshard's able to hold it in. Gets up to Chevalier. He loads, shoots, blocked. Puck hangs around the slot area, but is able to come out to center as Mayo. As the team's able to get a change in. Off Oblinger.
I think both teams have had about 3 line changes since the last whistle.
Puck comes up front. Monte can't get a glove on it, but he's able to knock it down. Back to Oblinger, bad angle shot, and Lazier is going to catch it into the elbow. He's going to hang on to a 14-41. We finally get a little break at action.
Yeah, Leamington's 5th goal there, scored by Mitch Monte, assisted by Dave Dalby and Nathan Oblinger. I think that's Dalby's 2nd point and then Oblinger's 2nd point tonight.
Jaws won by the Flyers. Amante has it now. Looks like Muzzin's barely able to hold it in. Scott, Oblinger, and Amante going to work down low. Oblinger falls to the ice. Scott tries to go across ice but can't do so as Muzzin picks up at center and dumps it in. Off the catching glove of Lazier. Scott's in there with 2 Rockets. Puck squirts out over the blue line. Hits one linesman, hits him again. And down onto the goal. Puck hits Whedon. Oh, nice play by the Rockets. But Muzzin is able to get it down into the neutral zone. We're going to have a whistle here. Looks like the play was offside.
Leamington's got to just play safe right now. I'm going to put a little bet in here that Leamington will get the next penalty. So they got to hopefully, they got to play smart and just try to keep themselves out of the box.
The 3-goal lead is protected, and with the pace of play, the clock is quickly becoming a factor here for the Rockets. Whedon knocks it down for his own man, Chevalier. Back over to Kelsey behind his net. Friesen, cross ice. Allen shot on goal.
There it is, a shot on net. Little squeaker there, almost went in.
Puck gets behind Lozier, but he's able to clear it out with the goal stick. Mandarelli on a low man rush. Nice hit behind the net. Puck is held in. Thrown into the far corner. Flyers take it, throw it right down the ice. And we're going to get an icing call here with about 12:59 remaining.
Yeah, that was a bad icing there. We're Leamington's a little trouble. Get it down, get a whistle, get yourself back organized, and they'll go from there and probably get a quick change if they can get it out.
3-goal lead for the Flyers here. Dalby has it in the far corner. He blows by 2, now 3 guys. Quicks with them. Goes by a defenseman. Thought about going out front. Puck is hung up on the back of the net. Wilson goes down, and he's got a hold in his mouth. He's going to go to the bench maybe. Took a little shot there, but the Rockets, they keep on going. Great back check by Seguin. As Allen works his way to the blue line. Off-balance shot there, goes over the net. Allen, Seguin in the corner. Shot from the point, deflected on net. It's held in nicely, but here come the Rockets. The captain, Durante, with a shot on net. Whedon's able to get enough of it to steer it into the right corner. The Rockets trying to put some pressure here on the Flyers. Puck comes to the point. Shots blocked. We're going to get a penalty here to Leamington Flyers and a little life to the Strathroy Rockets, as it looks like Boyer went down in front of the net, and Muzz is going to get a penalty.
Yeah, we kind of figured that would happen. I should have bet you, Vince. I would have made some money.
We got a chipping call here to Muzzin with 11:41 to play in the third period.
That 5th goal for Leamington, that gave Coach Prosky a chance to put out Eric Henderson and give those big guys a little bit of a rest.
Puck's played to the near corner, held in neatly. Baker has it. The penalty kill for the Leamington Flyers has been decent thus far. Very smothering as McGee is all over his man into the corner. Look for the cross ice pass. Shot. Save. Rebound. It's loose. Oh, can't get into the open cage. Shot again. The net's off. The Rockets with a glorious opportunity cannot find the back of the net as Trevor Whedon was down and out.
Yeah, I think we had more than one goalie there. Guys were blocking shots everywhere.
Trevor Whedon, oh boy.
Yeah, they come across the ice. Nice play there. Took a shot. Nice save. Couldn't get back into his crease.
Oblinger gets a stick on it, and then is willing to go down, but at that point the net is off, and right now they're doing a little surgery on Wheaton as they remove the stick from the back of his left pad. Not too sure how that got there, but it could be a reason why he hit the deck there in the last play.
Yeah, he probably couldn't get it out.
Hey, some scores around the league right now. I just leaned over the shoulder of Dom here. We see the London Knights up big, 10-0. Did I read that right? 10-0 over the Sarnia Sting. 10 different scores. There you have it, folks. 10-0. Oh boy.
Those Hunters, they know when to get their team on a roll.
Talk about trending in 2 different directions, though, Lee, man. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. We're talking. The London's going to the top upper echelon, like Dom mentioned, and Sarnia's, trying to tread water.
Yeah, those. You know, I know London wasn't playing real well there about a month ago, but those Hunter boys, they don't panic. They'll have them ready in another month for their playoffs. Oh, 10-1.
Yeah, the shutout streak is broken. 11-1, not enough fingers for Dom here. As Amonte breaks out over the zone, he's got Scott with the mix and move, walks in, oh, he put it wide. Oh my!
Had everybody standing out of their seats on that one.
Oh man, he had everybody fooled, including the coaching staff, as Coach Borowski stepped on the back of the bench to watch it. Oh boy. A minute remaining here in the power play for the Rockets, we should mention.
Yeah, that would have been a pretty short-handed goal.
Sander got the weak shot on net. Wheaton will just glove that. 53 seconds remaining here. The Leamington Flyers enjoy a nice 3-goal lead. Heinz Arena is where we're calling the game. Front on Vince Liberti to Lee Jones with the color commentary. We-TV.ca, where you're watching the game, catching all the action. Local sports, we're bringing it to you as Mayo puts it into the far corner.
This is a big kill for Leamington. You know, they went up 3 on the power play.
As we always know, that 2-goal lead, if the Rockets were to score, is always the unsafest lead in sports. As Mandalari gets the mail, he tries the one-time, and puck bounces just wide. Wheaton didn't even see it. Puck's cleared the length of the ice. As Segan and Mandalari look like they're going to have words. I'll check that.
That looks like Boyer.
Boyer, oh yeah, as we mentioned.
Those guys have played, I bet you, 5 years against each other, so they know each other.
Chevalier runs out his man.
Get their nose involved.
The officials running for cover. Here we go. The physicality's picking up. Shot from the point. Save. Shots blocked. Mayo winds up again.
That's a head check. He's got to call that as a head check.
He's going to the box. Oh, and he's dropped by Segan. The fans here loving this. The Leamington Flyers taking no prisoners. But I think he just evened up the penalty situation. That power play situation would have been for the Leamington Flyers, but Segan taking a bad penalty, and they're having words.
I'm not too. If he calls a 5-minute interference, he's got to call an elbow to the head.
We'll see what the call is here. 2 minutes, head checking. Oh, we might have a misconduct here as well.
Yeah, he's gone. He got 2 and 10.
2 and 10. He's all done for the night. It's Boyer, and he's got. And looks like Segan will have 2 minutes for cross-checking.
You know, sometimes we're up 3 goals. It doesn't hurt to stick up for teammates. That was I say that's a 10 to the head. You know, that's Boyer's 5th, I think, this season as a head check. Something like that, the league's got to look at.
Muzzin will finally be able to go to the bench. The penalty was killed off there, but he wasn't able to leave the penalty box because there was an ensuing fight here on the ice. So the officials want to make sure nothing gets out of hand, waits for the play to end, and Muzzin's able to go back to the box.
Yeah,
We're even strength here, so Dylan Segan didn't negate any sort of power play the Leamington Flyers would have had.
Yeah, that's 5. I know it's at least 5 head checks that Boyers gave out throughout the league. You know, that's just not right in the league, so they got to do something about that.
That'll be a 2-minute penalty and a 10-minute misconduct there for Boyer. With 9:26 remaining, the Leamington Flyers enjoy a 3-goal lead here over the Strathroy Rockets at Heinz Arena. Live action here on we-tv.ca.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that Dylan Segan did there. He's sticking up for his teammates. That's what you call a leader right there.
Just letting them know you can't push us around in your own barn there as the puck comes out front. Segan, fire to fire quick. It goes off a skate. Quick reaction there by Lazier to keep it out. Puck comes up to Kelsey. Shot on goal. Almost had highs once again, but it goes over the right shoulder of Lazier as it's played behind the net to Segan. Puck deflects back around to Quick. Muzzin gets back out there. Quick change with Kelsey. He's able to hold it at the line. Fields able to dig it out for the Rockets. He's in over center. McGee and Field collide in the corner. Buck's played out to center.
Nice extra effort by Muzzin to get it up on his knees.
Quick. Robbed out by his man.
Sandwich once again there. Looks like it's going to be Friesen.
Yeah.
He's a tough customer, though. The drop pick of the Kitchener Rangers. He's dropped once again. He gets right back up. As Hawkins gets the center, he's run over by Muzzin.
There's some bodies flying around now.
Oh, you got to love it as the boys come off the bench. A little spirit. Players going down left and right. This is what we pretty much call playoff hockey without it actually being the playoffs.
Yeah. You know, Coach Price tells Steve, let's get through this 8 minutes, work hard, and they got about a four-day rest.
Spitaleri takes out his man. The Rockets looking for a head-checking penalty of their own. Here comes Allen, tons of speed. Spitaleri tries to go 5-0, it's loose. No one knows where it's at. Oh, it's in the corner as Lazier, Spitaleri. Allen's tied up with his man. They're just going to hold on to each other.
Yeah, you got to watch it. It's under 10 minutes. You get in a fight now, you're out the next game.
Yeah, that's a great call there, Lee.
But Henderson, he went hard to the net looking for the rebound, and you know he wasn't there. But that's a good play by a 15-year-old. I'm not too sure. Oh, coincidentals?
I don't know if we got coincidentals or not. I think we will. We'll see it here. Spitaleri
goes hard to the net there. Makes a safe.
Now
Henderson's looking for the puck. He can't find it. Looks like the Strathroy guys are, jumping on top of him.
Allen takes one guy, evens it out.
So it looks like it's coincidentals, I think.
But it definitely is coincidental. Miners, 2 in a box. It looks like all 4 guys are going to go. The ref's not going to take a chance. 7:32 remaining here. Leamington up 3, draws 1 to Kelsey. He'll throw it into the near corner.
Leamington just can't get too fancy right now. Just get the puck deep, work hard, get the puck to the net.
The shot. Sorry to cut you off there, Lee. Is a great save there by Lazier. Scott throws it on net. Puck's in front of the net. It's loose. Amante with a shot. Oblinger should have been a shot there. We can't. Rebound. Hits the post. Oh, man. Hit the post. Scott rings it off the iron. Amante. The Flyers are buzzing. Here's Scott behind the net. He's dropped by one of the Rockets. Puck hits a stanchion. Held in by Kelsey.
Nice play on Kelsey. Just get deep.
Fans on the edge of their seat. Scott. Amante and Oblinger absolutely buzzing around the goal cage of Lazier. His head's moving left and right. Puck comes out to the line.
Leamington's doing a great job. Just cycling the puck, getting it down low.
Keeping it simple. Oh, great hold by Chevalier as it just squeaks out over the line now. Kelsey's not going to waste any time and dump it right back in past Lazier. Dalby once again. Time is definitely a factor now with 6:21 remaining here in the third period.
Both teams got some fresh legs on now.
McGee. Allen. Segan. Dalby going to the net. Steered aside by Lazier. Check that, it's quick. It looks like his net guard's loose there. It's flailing around. McGee holds it in. Finds, goes over Dalby's stick, over to Quick. Man, moved off the puck there by Segan. Muzzin with a nice little toe save to hold it in. Finds Dalby, he winds up, shot. Great save, Lazier.
Yeah, the puck got into
we see a replay here.
Just a scramble in front. Come back to Scott. Yep, Ping. Right off the left post. Right dead on.
Oh, man, couldn't hit any more square, that's for sure. Hey, quarter inch one way, quarter inch the other, right? It goes in or it missed the net completely.
Hey,
so
it's not even a shot on net.
That's right, totally right. Spitaleri. Friesen, Spitaleri, oh, he fans on a Segan shot. Hits a shin pad in front. The Rockets are able to get it out over the blue line into the center ice area. Hawkins.
Leamington's really buzzing right now.
Got a little pep in their step, that's for sure, with 5:20 remaining here in the contest. Friesen picks it up off the boards. Spitaleri, goes! Tic-tac-toe!
That was just a great three-way passing play.
Oh boy, you could have drawn it up any better, and the fans here getting their money's worth.
Yeah, you know, it's great to see the crowd out here.
We'll check it out here on the replay on we-tv.ca.
It started with Muzzin. He come over to Friesen. He sees, looks like Dylan Segan coming out wide, get back to old Spillary and put it in the back of the net.
Lazier had no chance.
But it all started with Muzzin, way in the back. He got it up quick and bang.
It's a good stretch pass, that's for sure, as the lead for Leamington Flyers now 4, and we'll see what happens now with just under 5 minutes to go in the third period. Puck's behind Lazier. Baker picks it up. Dumps it into the Leamington zone. Wilson. Wheaton's out to play it. He almost gets caught. He's able to cover it up, but he gets caught in the equipment.
Yeah, he slipped down in the corner there.
Going back to that goal there, though, Lee. How nicely you mentioned, Muzzin had a nice stretch pass, came off the penalty box door. Friesen to Segan.
Yeah, that was Tony Spillery's goal, assist by Dylan Segan and Alex Friesen. I think that's Alex's. He's got a couple points tonight. So we got Leamington's got multiple players with multiple points, which is nice to see. And they're not goals. A lot of them are assists. Quick's got a couple of assists, I think.
Here's a 2-on-1 opportunity.
Oh, here we go.
Cross ice pass cannot connect as Scott was just a little bit behind that forward pass.
I think Eric was a little nervous there. He thought, I'll give it up to the guy that can put the puck in that. He's going to get confidence. He's going to be a good hockey player in the future.
And you got to think this kid's going to keep growing. Look at the size of the skates he's wearing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Their feet and extremities grow first. He's only going to get bigger.
Yeah, I'm good friends with his dad, and his dad's a big boy too. So he's got some height to him.
Charles won by the Rockets is wrapped around the boards. Quick to Oblinger. To the right of Lazier, goes behind his net.
But it's nice when you got a four-goal lead. You can put Eric out there and give your big boys a little bit of a rest.
Getting some quality experience. Oblinger has it now one-on-one. Goes to the front of the net.
Monte again.
Lazier tips it away, and Quick for the second shift in a row has had that neck guard or something flapping around in the wind. Mindalari has it, finds Vokes, shot into the shin pads of Kelsey. Vokes is a big boy. Dumped in and takes a weird and very large hop off the end boards. Segan over to Kelsey. 3:20 remaining here in the third period. Puck's chipped in. It'll be a full sail change for the Flyers. Puck comes out the center.
I think that Vokes, he's a product of the Alvingston Flyers. They have a big game tomorrow. I think they're playing the Wheatley Sharks.
Well, Junior C action as Dalby can't get a stick on that. It'll be an icing call against the Leamington Flyers. And with 2:56 remaining, the Leamington Flyers are still with a 4-goal lead. And you mentioned earlier, Lee, about the Hunters and London Knights know how to get their team going. How about Coach Perossi getting the Leamington Flyers going? You mentioned a bunch of names on the list with multiple points. A lot of guys going here. You got to think that this team's peaking at the right time.
Oh yeah, he knows. He don't get too excited during the season, but he knows once January comes, he gets down to business and he lets the guys know what's going on and what he expects of them.
Bodies flying behind the net. Muzzin stands up 2 guys. Check that Bayshard. Oh, boy.
Bayshard, he's a big boy.
Bayshard taking no prisoners behind his own goal.
Yeah, you just got to watch it now. No fight. Unfortunately, you can't fight right now. You're gone for the next game.
Well, hopefully nothing idiotic is broken out here in the final minutes. 2:15 remaining in this contest. Kelsey gets the puck to the right line. He'll dump it in. Hits a stanchion. But LeBerge breaks out of his own zone. Gets to the center. Goes no further. Friesen's out there.
He's getting some ice time now.
Puck's played to the near boards. Field dumps it in. Chevalier's there. Oh, it gives it away to Field.
Yeah, they got to have some communication there. That was just a lack of communication.
Durade Chevalier absolutely making his man part of the advertisement there in the corner. Shot on net. Wheaton blocker save. Minute 30 remaining here in the final period. Kelsey.
Yeah.
Just slowing it down here. Oh, he fans on it, but Friesen bails him out. He'll take it, regroup with it. Picks up to the red line. Puck's caught and escape. Great move, great play there by Quick. Youngster walks in. Oh, tried to get a shot off there, was deflected and ended up out Quick, but couldn't get a stick on it.
Yeah, Henderson's got to start shooting the puck.
Spitaleri gives the Muzzin. Under a minute to play in the third period. Leamington Flyers in full control with a 6-2 lead here in Heinz Arena. Fans starting to file out. Good crowd on hand. Oblinger can't get a stick on it. It'll be an icing call with 32 seconds left.
Coach Prosky, he's going to be happy the way the guys come out and played that third period. Got a big power play goal to make it 5-2. That was huge.
Quick gives it away to Wilson. Shot, save, Wheaton, rebound, scores!
Yeah, Wheaton made the first save, but I think the other 5 guys fell asleep and watched where the puck went and didn't look for the guy coming off the boards.
Vokes is Johnny on the spot. And no pot. A third goal for the Rockets here. Cuts the lead in half.
Vokes had a big hit in the corner, come out to the point, took a shot. Yeah, Wheaton made the nice save.
Looks like Muzzin.
Quick got beat off the boards. That's where it come off. He let Vokes beat him off the boards. And that's where it will come right back out to Vokes.
Less than 10 seconds remaining here in the contest. Couple late hits here being tossed. Scott gets hit. Muzzin throwing a hit. And that'll do it here in Leamington. The final score of Flyers 6, the Rockets 3.
Yeah, that was a big win for the Leamington Flyers with a big emotional win last night in LaSalle in overtime, coming right back and playing a solid game here and win 6-3.
The Leamington Flyers, the second game of a back-to-back, as Lee just mentioned, are able to pick up another big, and I can't stress the word big enough.
Now they deserve. They're going to have 3 days off now. They'll have Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Come back Monday for our practice, and Tuesday off. Come back Wednesday for another practice. Play Thursday. Then I think they go Saturday in Lambton, and that's the end of the season. So they'll take this 3 days off. You know, get some ice packs on the body and be ready for practice on Monday.
Strathroy is going to need some help now in the division. You're going to have to win. You have to actually, pretty much win out here and hope that there can be some luck on their side. As we'll see what can happen. But the Leamington Flyers are able to snag 2 more points here at Heinz Arena, and they're victorious. The big final is 6-3. And well, what can you say? It was a pretty great game, and the 800 people here filing out of the arena definitely got their money's worth.
Yes.
And for Vincenzo Liberti and Lee Jones, we're going to get to commercial right after the break. We're going to have Dom with a little post-game interview, but that'll do it for us up here. Stay tuned for Dom Papa.
My name is Chris Cosempo. I'm the parts manager here at Gus Revenberg Kia. Generally, the big misconception is you don't need winter tires here in the extreme south of Canada, but some of the freak times like we're having right now, it is very necessary, and we've got evidence today of a vehicle that did not have it and incurred some damage. Typically, you see a lot of suspension issues, steering component concerns, as well as rims and tires that can be damaged as a result of either curb hitting and even some body damage if the curbs are too high. Suspension and steering components can be damaged in the impact, and the result is a rather large bill. The vehicle that we have on display today didn't have the amount of damage that a lot of the vehicles have, but still.
Welcome back to the Heinz Arena, our post-game report here. Greater Ontario Junior B Hockey League action on we-tv.ca. David Dalby, part of the Leamington Flyers winning squad here tonight. They win at 6-3. David, congratulations on the win, and back-to-back wins. You go back to LaSalle last night. It took overtime there, but tonight you win in regulation time. Talk to me about the win tonight, the difference than last night.
Well, we came out and had a really good effort all around. Every single line came together and played really well. Especially our young guys, like our 16-year-olds, played really, really well, and it's good to see that, and especially stepping up after a tough game against LaSalle, going on overtime. It's a long game, so coming up against Strathroy, which is another good team, and then having a good effort like we did is really important for our team going forward to playoffs.
What does it say about the team, David, that your third and fourth lines complete the balanced attack here tonight? How well prepared is this team now?
I would say we're about as prepared as we could be. I mean, when we have all lines clicking, we're a team that can't be beat. I would say. I mean, when our third and fourth lines are playing as good as they are right now, I mean, it takes a lot of pressure off the first and second line, which is nice for them. I mean, not having to carry the load all the time.
2 games remaining in the regular season, both against Lambton. Important games for Lambton. Still important games for you guys, as first place obviously was the goal for this team to finish after the regular season.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we can't take Lambton lightly. We have had pretty good success against them so far, but I mean, there's also been some close games, and everybody's a contender in this league, so we have to make sure that we're on our A game. But it's nice to have a week off and then come back at it next week, and hopefully we can get a couple W's going into playoffs.
I know Coach Porosky will not let you forget about those last 2 games, but the guys have to be anxious to get the second season going.
You know what? Coach keeps us pretty focused, and he's pretty good at keeping the troops at a level, not getting too high, not getting too low. So I think we're going to be really prepared going into playoffs, but we're definitely going to make sure we take care of these last 2 games before we go anywhere.
Go enjoy this one. Congratulations, David Dalby. David Dalby, of course, a goal and an assist here tonight, helping his team. We're going to get to Coach Tony Porosky and now get a couple of comments from him. Coach Porosky, pretty impressive back-to-back games. I know last night maybe the fact that you gave up a point hurts a little bit, but nonetheless, the guys found a way to win that game. And how tough to come back here tonight?
Well, it is. I mean, last night, it's an emotional high whenever you play LaSalle because it's a local rivalry, and I was concerned tonight, to have the emotional letdown, but you know what? We got through the first period, which was a key thing, and I thought once we got through that, we started to pick up a little momentum and played pretty well after that, Dom.
I thought David said it very well, Coach Porosky. Talked about the balance tonight, how all the lines contributed. What did you think of that aspect of the game?
Well, I think that's sort of been our strength throughout the year. I mean, we got 4 lines that work pretty hard, and when we work hard, we're a pretty tough team. We don't give you a lot of time and space, and tonight I thought we got a good effort, like you say, from everybody. Even the youngster we called up, Eric Henderson, played real well, and I like the way Quick's playing now. I mean, he's showing his size and his ability, and we know the veterans are, they've been around here, and they're always they come to play usually, and but no, a lot of depth, and everybody worked hard. 6 defensemen, they all played. Both our goaltenders played. We pretty well have a 20-man unit every time we hit the ice.
2 games remaining, Coach Porosky, and both these games still have a lot of meaning for your club and for Lambton. Would you rather have things maybe in the bag and settled as to where you're going to be heading into the playoffs, or is it okay to have these last 2 games with so much meaning?
Yeah, I'd like to be 30 points out in first place, but you know what? You got to play them. There's 49-game schedule, I believe, and there's 2 more left, and they're 2 big games for them, and they're going to be 2 big games for us, and we got to be ready to play. The nice part about it now is we got the week off, so we'll get refocused and try to get ready for next Thursday.
Coach, go enjoy this one. Congratulations.
Thanks, Doc.
Head coach Tony Porosky of the Leamington Flyers are going to bring our analysts in to close out the night here. Jamie McDermott. Jamie, both Coach Porosky and David saying pretty complete team effort here tonight, and I thought it was pretty impressive for the most part.
Yeah, for sure. Like Tony just said, that's the way the Leamington Flyers operate. I mean, they're a 20-man unit every time they're on the ice. So they showed it again tonight and getting themselves ready for the playoff run.
I asked Coach Porosky, Jamie, if he'd like to have things settled by now and know where he's going to be in the playoffs. And, of course, Tony had the great answer. He said, I'd like to be up 30 points right now, but that's not the case. But I guess, it's not a bad thing to still be playing almost playoff-like games at this point.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can look at it a couple different ways, right? My thinking is that you might as well start playing playoff hockey a few games before the playoffs roll around. That way, if there's any kinks you can get out of your game, that's a good couple games to do it. So that's that's kind of my thinking behind it. I know he's got his ways, and he's the bench boss, so he's the one that probably makes the most sense when it comes to his team. But yeah, no, I think that it's probably a good thing for the Flyers to have those couple games to get ready for the big playoff push.
Quickly, Jamie, before we let you go, give us your player of the game, some of the guys that stood out to you, or if you got one player that stood out.
Well, I thought Dave Dalby, who you interviewed tonight, he had a complete game tonight, I thought. And Cole Chevalier had another solid game on defense. He's not going to put up a lot of points throughout the season, but he's not going to give up a lot either. So I thought Cole Chevalier had a pretty decent game back there on the back end as well.
Well said, Jamie. Final score again, 6-3 for the Flyers. Leamington now improves to, I believe, 34-11-2. They're currently in first place for the time being. LaSalle does have games on hand, but Flyers with 70 points now. Strathroy falls to 23-18-5. 709 the paid attendance here tonight at the Heinz Arena. So a nice crowd to take in this game, and obviously Leamington fans are getting ready for the playoffs. The three games we're following for you this evening in the out-of-town scoreboard. One other game in the Western Conference of the GOGHL. Last check with about 4 minutes to go there, Jamie. Sarnia had a 2-goal lead over Chatham, 6-4. Again, that's where a flip-flop's going to take place if that indeed is the case.
Yeah, it's getting interesting, and like I say, there's only a few games left, so there could be quite a bit of shuffling going on here before the end of the season.
Yep. The other two games were from the OHL ranks. North Bay had jumped out to take a 3-2 lead over the Spitfires. It was 1-0 Windsor, 2-1 after the second period, and then North Bay grabs 2 goals in the third period. That had about 3 minutes left in it, so the Spitfires hopefully get a chance to at least push that to an overtime. And London has just pounded Sarnia tonight, 11-0. That still had about 6 minutes to go in it. 10 different goal scorers in that game. Matt Rupert was the only multiple goal scorer in that game. He had a pair of goals. Everybody else was a different scorer. So just a nightmare night for the Sarnia Sting tonight, Jamie. And boy, oh boy, things are going really in the wrong direction for the Sting as the season unwinds at the OHL level. Leamington Flyers, 2 more games remaining in their regular season. Check out their website. They'll have playoff dates. We'll know their opponent soon, hopefully. And also check out our website. We'll see if we can still continue to follow the Flyers here on WE-TV, but certainly get out and support the Leamington Flyers. On behalf of Jamie McDermott, our play-by-play team, Vince Liberti and Lee Jones, the entire hard-working crew here at WE-TV, this is Dominic Papa thanking you for tuning in. Once again, our final score, the Leamington Flyers 6, the Strathroy Rockets 3. On behalf of everybody at WE-TV, good night, take care, we'll see you all again very soon.